live. We're a bit early. We're a little bit early. But it's fine. It's all good. Hello, Tofu. Good evening. Hello, Skylar. Good evening. Have you guys had your din-dins yet? Is it still really hot in Philippines right now? I hope it's not too hot. It was the weather was pretty good today in Kale. Not gonna lie, it was pretty good. Oh, nope, you just got home from class? Hi, Soul! I love to see the new updated emote! It looks great! Not to toot my own horn or anything. I think it looks great. Sophie's in my lap, so she can't cause havoc. It's tough. Hi, Dre. Stay. She knows Dre. She knows stay. Thank you for the lurk, chat. No one suspicious hiding around in Tiff stream? I hope not. I sure hope not. I'm glad you love them, Soul. I'm glad. Lurk, I'ma have dins. Okay, enjoy your dinner, Skylar. Tell us what you eat later. All the best wolf coding, Tofu. All the best, ganbare. You got this. You got this. So yeah, Sophie's in my lap. She is doing the utmost to balance because she does not want to chill. She does not want to lay down. She does not want to sit down. She wants to stand uncomfortably and balance and shake. Don't know why, but yeah, she knows how to lay down now. It takes her a while for it to click when there's no food around, but when there's food around, she understands very fast. She understands so fast. Anyways, yes, she's laying down, she's chilling. I'm hoping she'll fall asleep because there are times where she'll fall asleep on my lap, and those are the best moments. And honestly, if she's asleep on my lap, I know she's not eating the toilet paper, or her pee pad, or my curtains, or my wires, or the dirt that's under the table, or whatever, the dust bunnies underneath the table, the door. She's not eating anything that she shouldn't. I was told by my cousin that over the weekend, when my cousin was baby dog sitting her, she ate my guitar stand. So I have a guitar downstairs, and it's on like it's like on a metal plastic-ish stand, right? Turns out she bit it, and according to my cousin, she managed to bite a piece off or something. So my cousin was asking me like, "Oh, did you notice anything green in Sophie's poop?" I'm like, "No, Sophie's poop is just poo, and it smells terrible." And yeah. Yeah, she is. Oh my gosh, I told you to chill. See, this is what happens when you don't chill. You fall and you slip, and you slip is scary. No, but she doesn't learn her lesson. She still wants to fall. She still wants to slip. She don't want to lay down. She doesn't want to lay down. She's so uncomfortable right now. Like every time she's on my chair, she would put her paws on the sides of my chair, and the thing is, there's a big hole. You know the armrest? There's a big hole between the armrest and the seat. So she has fallen through that hole multiple times already. But because she is so smart, she doesn't know how to learn her lesson. And she just repeats the same mistake over and over. Square says dog was a guitarist in her previous life, Tiffo. Ah. Yes, clearly. Oh no. Hi, Mako! Hello! Oh, but this was I think my mom did something to her because she was a bit traumatized today. Like, my mom took her out for a walk. Like, she's not allowed to walk because she's not vaccinated yet. So my mom was carrying her in a bag. And then I was working upstairs while they went for a walk. I was like, oh, I brought Sophia for a walk before, and she was fine. She was happy. She enjoyed it. I don't know what the frick my mom did, but when I got downstairs after finishing my work, I see my dog like tied to the door. and she's just like quietly sitting there. And then my mom is like, oh my gosh, look at her, she's so good, blah blah. And I'm like, okay. So I decided to reward her by giving her a dental chew for being a good girl, right? As she was chewing the dental chew, I realized like she's like traumatized. Like the moment I put my hand near her or on her, she will freeze and she won't chew anymore, which is like, I've never seen that happen, okay? I have tried to stop her from eating plastic and pee pad and everything. Once it's in her mouth, she's just gonna eat it, okay? She's not. That was the first time I saw her freeze with something in her mouth. And then after a while, she'll start growling, like really aggressive growling. She's been mad before, okay? Like mad at the water bottle. Again, she has a personal agenda against the water bottle. I don't know what it is. But I don't know. I can't tell. Because like maybe it could be. Is Bingsu possessive over food? I don't know. She's 3 months old. Do you want to go down, baby? Do you want to chill? You don't want to chill. You just want to stand there very uncomfortably. Oh, Esther! Thank you for the sub! Thank you for the prime sub! 18 months! Let's go! Dude, if Sophie was 18 months, I wouldn't be having such a hard time. Anyway, I told my boss asked me about my dog today. Like, I had a work shoot with my boss and my colleague. And I told my boss, I could try. Because my boss wants me to have Sophie review the food. Like dog safe food. Because he feels like it's easy to viral and it can perform better. But I told him, okay, let me see what I can do. I don't make any promises. Because, yeah, Sophie's smart. Oh, Jester Pong! Thank you for the raid! Thank you, Jester! How was another Crab's Treasure? How was the stream? Thank you for the soup raid. Hello. As says my whole body is hurting. I hope your week has been good. Is it because of the mountain? Or is it because you didn't eat? Which one is it? Or did you get beat up? like what happened? Are you okay? My week's been good, but I think I need to hydrate more because I'm starting to feel kind of heaty. But yeah, welcome in, Raiders. Hello, I'm Tiff. You can call me Tiffa or Tiff, whichever you guys like. I do just chatting streams. And if I ever stream anything else, trust me, it's gonna end up being a just chatting stream. I used to stream Genshin Impact, and I streamed Little Guardsman. I don't think I finished that game on stream. I finished it off stream. I don't know if I should go back to finishing that game, but yeah, on a rare occasion, I do stream games, but I mostly just chat and I watch Reddit videos with chat and we chill and we vibe and we have a great time. Sometimes we talk about controversial topics like poop, I guess. You got beat up by the mountain? Well, Esther, you chose to be on that mountain, okay? You chose to climb a 2,000 plus feet. Was it feet? Yeah. I think, I don't remember the meters? KM? I don't know. You chose this life, okay? You did this to yourself. And I'm sure you like it, alright? Because, you know, I just gotta out him right here. He's a masochist. So, like, yeah, I'm sure... Yeah, your body is in pain, but I'm sure you're enjoying it. I mean, it's not gonna deter you from doing it again, so... The view was amazing. I agree. The view was really... It was a very nice shot. It was a very, very pretty shot. It almost looked like the sunset. But yeah. Esther says, wait, no, don't say it like that. You know it's true, though. You know it's true. Nothing I say is false here. Jester says, we'll lurk getting ready for bed. Okay, good night, Jester. Oyasumi. Thank you for trusting me with your community. I would take very good care of them in the dungeon, in the castle. I would take very good care of your community. No worries. Have a good rest. Enjoy your sleepy. Sophie, do you want to rest? Are you tired standing like that? Do you want to sit? So, context, I have a puppy in my seat, but she's like standing on the armrest. She's standing on the armrest instead of sitting down on the lap. I don't know why she also wants to make her life difficult. Esther, I think you and Sophie will get along just great because, no, you know what? I take it back. Sophie eats more than you, so, like, she's doing great. Good job, Sophie. At least you eat food. I'm so proud of you. You eat everything mommy gives you. And everything I don't give you as well. The stars were beautiful. Oh, you stayed overnight there? You stayed overnight there, Esther? Square fan says, poop is controversial. I think collecting nails is more questionable. Have we talked about collecting nails? I don't think I've talked about collecting nails on my channel. Do you wanna rest, baby? Do you wanna rest? Come rest. Rest, sleep, sleep. I stayed for 2 nights in the mountain. Oh! Was the accommodation nice? Was it good accommodation? Did you have good accommodation? Or did you also have to sleep on the floor with a bunch of loud snoring old men? Ah. That sounds like fun. Oh, my mom is home. Grandma is home. It was clean? Nice. Nice. There are times where I'm like, I wonder what it would be like to be a guy. Because I feel like there are some perks in being a man. You know, like you guys can go out late and not have to worry. You guys could... I'm trying to think of perks guys have. Aside from going out late, I don't really know what other perks you guys have. You guys tell me, what benefits do you have to being a man? I can only think of negatives. I really don't want to be a guy, actually, now that I think about it. Being a guy sucks. No offense, man. I am perfectly happy being a girl. I feel bad for men because, like, I feel like guys have a greater responsibility and society expects so much more from them compared to women. Like, women, we can... Okay, there's, like, really messed up shit that expectations for women as well, but it's, like, shit that I could live with, you know, because I've already lived with it for all my life, so what the heck. But I feel like for men, it's like you guys are expected to... be providers, I guess? I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I feel like... Okay, one benefit to being a guy, I feel like the standard for men is so low right now. I don't know if it's my generation problem or something, but I feel like you could be the shittiest human being and still land a girlfriend. I don't know what it is with girls in this generation. They are so insecure and they are so tolerant of shit. I'm speaking to myself as well. That, like, you could be a decent... You could be, like, the bare minimum. You could be, like, a normal human being. And girls would date you. You know? I feel like that's the perk of being a guy. You could literally just be a nice person and people will fall in love with you. I don't know if that's the case for girls. I feel like girls put in a lot more effort. I'm not saying all girls, but most. I feel like the ratio of female to male effort, females definitely put in a lot more effort. Yeah, grandma is home. Nah, it's just war. Just in the dark and relay. What do you mean by that? Do I not know about it? Is it something only guys know? I don't know. That's what I know, at least. Like, I have girlfriends who literally date walking doo-doo men, okay? I'll ask them, like, why do you like him? Why are you dating him? And then they'll be like, oh, he does the chores. The fuck? Like, I'm so sorry. Don't mind my French, but I'm like, you guys, he lives in your house rent-free. No shit, he's gonna do the chores. What do you mean that's the reason you're dating him? Like, oh wow, oh my gosh, like, that is the bare minimum. That is the bare minimum. You do the chores too. Are you being awarded for doing? I know, that's what I mean. Like, what? Like, if I think about benefits of being a guy, it's like you can. And she's a great girl. She's hot. She's smart. She's capable. I don't know why. The smart, hot girls sometimes have low, romantic IQ, and it's not just them. Okay, you know what? I just realized today, I was really angry today because my mom gave me like the shittiest romantic advice I've ever heard. Oh, I thought my dad was bad at giving romance advice. I would never take romance advice from my parents, okay? They are the kind of people that would literally tell you in the scene of romance, okay? Only in romance. In other areas, my mom is intelligent. She is my role model. She is hardworking. She is so smart. She is so capable. She single-handedly raised 3 girls, put us through international school and uni. She's very, very capable, okay? But, dakedo, okay? However, when it comes to romance, she's ass, okay? But, aw, baby, you wanna go down? I'll put you down now. Go down. Go down. So, she like, we were talking, I forgot what we were talking about. I was talking about how, like, right, my boss came to work, right? And, because I was actually doing work with my colleague. My boss and my mom, they're just chilling at the table and they're waiting for me and my colleague to finish shooting. So when my mom was chatting with my boss on the way home, my mom was like, hey, your boss is a really nice guy, And I said, yeah, he's my boss. And then she was like, oh no, he's like a really good guy. And I said, why? What makes you say that? And then she was like, because he's caring. He's willing to ask me how my arm is doing. Like, he's willing. I was like, okay, but that's like the freaking bear. Like, that's literally making small talk. Like, if I was a guy, oh my gosh, I would have all the ladies, alright? Because, like, I was kind of flabbergasted. And I was just like, you think, okay, like, don't get me wrong, my boss is a nice guy, but you think that he is such a great person just because he asked you how you are? The bar is that low. The bar is so low. And then I was saying how, like, he's just asking you how you are. It's just making small talk. I mean, I'm glad he asked you how you are, but like, are you saying that why is that super special? Like, why is that something that I should look out for or something, And then she was saying how, like, you have to date a guy that cares for you a lot and blah blah, and she was saying shit like that. Like, basically she's trying to, like, set me up with, like, not set me up, but she's trying to, like, encourage me to see my boss romantically, which is really fucked up, honestly. Like, I am so disturbed by that I've shot that down so many times because it's just wrong. Like, dude, that's my boss, okay? I'm not here for some Wattpad office romance, okay? First of all. Second of all, like, it's just power dynamic. It's really weird, okay? Don't get me wrong. Like, again, I admit, my boss is a nice person. As a boss, okay? As a person, I can't even be friends with this guy because everything he says pisses me off. Like, just earlier today, he was saying how I told him, like, oh, Sophie's really smart. And he was like, oh, that's what all dog owners say about their dog. That pissed me off, I was like, dude, fuck you. What, like, who shat in your salad, alright? Like, I'm telling you, Sophie is smart, alright? Anyways, yeah, exactly, Square. Square says, it's hard being too nice is not enough. Wait, what? It's hard being too nice is not enough. What? I do not comprehend what you just said. That did not make sense to me. But yeah, so I I just don't get along with him as a friend. I would never allow my boss to find out my personal Instagram handles and shit. Like, I do not want, like, I'm mutuals on all my SNS, on all my social medias with my colleagues, but not my boss, okay? Um, yeah, exactly, Zuku. Oh my gosh, that's so, exactly. Exactly. Zuko says it's like saying, "Oh, you should have romantic feelings for your uncle." It's like saying you should love your relatives romantically. It's just that way. Exactly. That's what I mean. So then, so we got in a mild argument, right? About just about romance, and she was like, I'm not gonna go into the details, but she basically told me that I should, if a guy shows me care, I should date him. That was what she's like. That was the message she was trying. Like, if a guy treats me like he cares for me, I should date. I was just like, the fuck, like literally looking at her like, do I look like I'm so like, I don't know. I don't understand why she thinks. Okay, no, not even thinks. I cannot wrap my head around the concept of being desperate for male attention, or not even male attention, desperate for affection, because I have friends and family who show me a lot of love. I have a puppy that shows me a lot. What is she doing? Okay, anyways, yeah, like, I get a lot of love. All right, I love myself. Why should I spend my energy and time on someone who just happens to show me some care and interest? Like, care is bare minimum, like human decency. Like, care is where you are to be my friend. Don't even talk about like being a lover. Like, if you don't care about me, there's no way you're my friend. Like, what the, like, the bar is so low for my mom. It's so low. I didn't know, like, if she was in my generation, if she was like one of the girls I was teaching and raising up to be a leader, I would literally beat the shit out of her mentally and verbally, because that is such a deprived mindset. She kept saying like, "Oh, but Tiff, like, I kept telling her like, I would rather be alone than to date someone solely for the sake of being cared for." Like, that's kind of messed up. Like, I don't want to date someone because I want to use them, you know? That's really cruel. And then she said like, "Oh, you're saying that because you're young. Like, just wait till you're older, then you'll understand. Like you need someone to be taking care of you. And then she started talking about kids that way too. She was like, "Oh, like, I really want you to have kids so that like you have someone to take care of you when you're older." I'm just like, that's not what kids are for. You don't have kids to have a guaranteed retirement plan. That's not okay. And also, like, if that's what you think it's gonna be like, I need to start sending her all the old people in Korea that are like literally abandoned by their kids, and their kids don't want to, like, dude, it's so ancient. It is so ancient. I genuinely got really angry. I don't like to get angry, okay? Hello, Gary Bill. Hello. But okay, so we're talking about, there's someone that I know. We're friends, okay? We're not super close, but my mom knows that this guy is very good at taking care of people, and she thinks that he's interested in me, but actually the reality is that he's just nice to people. Like, he's very good at treating his friends kindly, and he's just a caretaker kind of personality, okay? Thank you for giving Garubi a shout out. Zugu, thank you. So, my mom was saying like, "Oh, you should just enter into a relationship with him." I'm like, "Why? I don't like him. Like, why should I do that?" And then she was like saying how like, "You don't know if you don't try. You have to try." And I looked at her like you're crazy. Like, and then I told her, why would I enter into a relationship with someone I don't even like? Just because they like me. That's not fair to them. That's mean. Like, to enter into a relationship when you don't have feelings for that person, like, that's so mean. And then she was like, "Oh, like, you have to, but then how are you gonna know if you have feelings for him if you don't date him though? Like, if you don't, like, you have to try." I'm like, that's like saying I'm gonna go skydiving. That's like saying I'm gonna go skydiving without a parachute And maybe the guy or the person that I'm skydiving with will have a parachute, and hopefully I can catch on to his parachute and we won't die. It's so do you like the level of absurdity? It was like really so. It was so backwards. I've never heard such a backwards advice. And it made me so sad and angry because it's coming from my own parent. My dad gave me really bad dating advice too, okay? Don't get me wrong. My dad told me, you can date a gangster or the mafia. You could date is my dog is under the bed. Hold up. Sofika? 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 Sit. Sit. Good girl. Stop going under the bed, okay? Anyways. No, they gave me this advice recently. Like, literally last year, my dad was like, "Oh yeah, you could date a gangster or mafia or whatever because like, yeah, they may be shitty people to other people, but as long as they care for you, it doesn't matter." What the fuck? Like, I was literally like, "Do you guys think that we're living in Wattpad? Hello?" Like, if I know, I was like, even like, I'm half your age. I'm more than half your age. I am more than half your age, and even I can tell dating a mafia, red flag, big fucking red flag. But my dad is like, "Oh no, it's okay. Like you know, if he's mafia, he can protect you." From what? Himself? Like, hello? Anyways, yeah, I rather lick my dog's piss than take dating advice from my parents. All right, one of them is just the Lulu, and the other one of them is just desperate. I actually did say something that I kind of regret. I told because again, my conversation with my mom got pretty heated because she kept she kept saying that like I don't know better. She said like, "Oh, you're young, so you don't know. You're like my advice sounds bad to you now, but you're gonna regret it when you're older. Like you gotta know when." I'm like, I don't want to. I told her this. Okay, I clapped back really hard. I said, "You know what? I don't want to be hearing advice from someone who's divorced. Okay, like." You can't even get a real I don't want to hear that from someone who can't even be in a loving relationship. All right? Like you do not have any right to you have no right to say shit to me and give me dating advice and tell me that I'm naive. You're telling me that I'm naive. Hello, fam? You dated like the most toxic after her divorce. She dated like this toxic ass uncle. Okay, Ruby, thank you for the follow. Thank you. This and he would literally hang up on her mid call or like he'll get mad at her and just like he'll treat her like shit. But she would stay with him because she would say like he doesn't hit me. He doesn't hit me. At least he's not your dad and he doesn't hit me. At least he's not on drugs. What the fuck do you mean? At least he doesn't hit me. At least he doesn't hit you. It's the bomb and the bomb. Holy smokes! Like that's so bad. It's terrible. I'm just like, huh? Like what? What? Like no wonder I had problems dating people when I was younger. Cause like my parents don't even know what love is. I feel like I have a better understanding of love is. Like this is so sad. This is so sad. Square says your dad watched Nisekoi for real. The Ruby says if they're toxic to others except you, that's a keeper. Yeah, that's what my dad pretty much said. That is pretty much what my dad said, okay? Suku says, it's like saying you should try drinking juice, but it's way past the expiration date and they follow up with, you don't know unless you try it though, right? Hello, Guyan Jiang. Hello. Welcome to the stream. This tea is great. Hello. Welcome. I mean, if you like stuff like this is what my just chatting streams are. This is what my streams are often like. So you can enjoy it. It's just me ranting. No, Sophie, no, come. Bad girl. Bad. Okay, wait, I need to lock up my dog. BRB. Sophie, come. Wait, she's in prison. So yeah, it's really sad. It is really, really sad. Esther says, is that not how you test expired food? Esther, I have no words. I have nothing to say. Zuko said again, that's cute in fiction. In Nisekoi, it's cute, yeah, but IRL, yeah, no. Jiang says love isn't real for older people. It's wild, right? Zuko says you just chug coffee and energy drinks daily. Yeah, pretty much. That's so twisted, right? Gurubi says, wow, so crazy. I do not understand their thought process and never will. I know! And it's sad because it's like, hi Nebby, welcome. Because obviously you want to listen to your parents, right? You want to respect them and shit. And you want to learn from your elders. But in this case, it's like, I can learn everything else except this area. Jiang says, I don't really like parents who got their dreams crushed, so they force that way of thinking to their children. Yup, pretty much. You just summed up my life pretty well. Oh my god. Thank you for giving Nebby a shout out. Yo, yo, yo. Jiang says, like, if I didn't find love and I have a kid, I would make sure that my kid does. Right? But also, it's like, you, from your younger days, you knew what love isn't. Because, clearly, love shouldn't be abusing you and shit, right? But it's like, you're this old, and you still don't know what love is? Like, that's so sad. You are an adult. You are a seasoned adult. You're not like a young adult, you know? You are a seasoned adult. And your standard for love is literally... Like, if I go any lower, it's hell. Like, I cannot... That's so sad. That means, like, there's no bar. The bar is the floor. You know what I mean? Like, if your standard... Like, if your... if your standard is the floor... Then I would rather not even there's no point. I can treat myself better than that. Like I'm not okay, this is my standard. I refuse to date someone who treats me worse than myself. Okay? I treat myself pretty badly already, okay? Like, if you treat me to my level or worse, you're gone. Like, why would I keep you? I don't understand why. Give me a reason why I should keep you around. Like, you do not add any value to my life. And if there is value, I can do that myself. I can add that value myself. So why would I do that with you? You know? Right? Guru says, I'm sorry you had to experience that. Good job that you have proper understanding. 100% true. I think it's sad because, like, if I was told this as a teenager, I think I would be so fucked up. Because I did have my bullies in high school tell me that and I was peer pressured into dating someone before. And I had to learn the hard way that you cannot force love. You know? And it was just terrible. Like I drank that cup. It was terrible. It gave me diarrhea, and I never want to drink that cup again. You know? Zuko says, I'm already a mess of a human being. Why should I date someone worse than me? Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm that bad. I'm pretty good at treating myself well, minus the eating issue. But like I know what I deserve. Okay, I deserve basic respect and care, and this is like as a friend, not even as a partner. Okay, we're not even going to partner yet. As a friend, if you want to even be in my life, you should be treating me with respect and care. In the same way, I will treat you with respect and care, because that's what I do for my friends. I love my friends. I genuinely love my friends, whether they're older than me or younger than me, it doesn't matter. Like I would treat you well, okay? So if that's the bare minimum for friendship, the bar for partner is gonna be way higher. It is a chasm, okay? Baby, please, can you chill? It's time for you to go to sleep, Sophie. Can you sleep? Can you chill? Facts tip. Thank you, Nebby. Thank you. So, yeah, obviously I do want to date someone who cares for me. But again, imagine putting that as your like what you want in a partner. That's so freaking sad. I actually, okay, there was one guy I asked. I was having a like a catch up with some of the people that I wanted to catch up. So it was like 2 guys and 3 girls. I was talking to all 5 of them. And I was asking them like, what do you guys want in a partner? What is your non-negotiable? Non-negotiable being like, what is something you must have in your partner? All of them gave really good answers except one. Baby, please don't whine. No, no. Okay, if I let you out, will you bite the wires? You won't bite the wires? Listen to me and look at me. You're gonna bite the wires? No biting the wires? Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, okay. It's like some of them said like they must have emotional maturity. Some of them said like they need to be able to communicate with kindness. Another person said like they must be able to lead me in Christ. Okay, like because they're one of them was Christian, and then one of them said they need to be loyal. I was like, hello? That is your non-negotiable? I said, okay, what else? All he could think of is loyal. I'm like, that's all you want in a girl? Like, loyal? Like, loyal should be the bare minimum. I was literally looking, like, all of us were looking at him like, and? Like, you don't have any preferences? You don't, like, do you want an outgoing person? Someone who loves people? Or do you want someone who's, like, No! He just wanted loyal! I was like, that's the bare minimum! Why the fuck would you date someone that isn't loyal? Like, hello? Excuse my French. But, yeah, I was, this is what I mean by, like, the standard for dating is so low in my generation. It's so low. Like, if they ain't loyal, why are you dating them? Bro, if they ain't loyal, they ain't even in my radar. Like, hello. Anyways, yeah, it was really sad. Essa says, felt that, just gave up. Okay, look, you're in Japan though, alright? You know what's funny? I just saw a reel today. For those who don't know, I've been posting a lot of Japan content on my personal Instagram, and so my FYP at the moment is just purely Japan, okay? Instagram and TikTok is just spamming me with Japan shit, and one of the reels that popped up on my For You page today was about cheating. And so there was this interviewer from Japan asking someone, like, what is asking a foreigner, okay? She asked her, like, what is one of the biggest culture shocks you received in Japan, like living in Japan? And the foreigner responded, saying that, like, oh, I'm surprised that cheating is not frowned upon in Japan. Like, cheating is okay as long as you're not caught in Japan. And then she was explaining, like, the foreigner was explaining, like, even visiting certain establishments, like prostitution and stuff, that's not considered cheating. Sophie? What did I say? What did I say? No wires, okay? Sit. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah, like, apparently visiting certain establishments where you are getting touched like that is not cheating. So, in Japan. So, like, that is something, like, I'm so sorry, I would never date someone from Japan. Like, the standard is like, I thought the standard for standard was bad overall. The standard is literally in hell in Japan. Okay, in Japan, the standard for romance, like I swear, my parents probably got their dating advice from Japan. Okay, they are probably Japanese somewhere culturally. All right, because the standard for romance is so damn low. It's so low. It's like, oh, being loyal is like a preference at that point. How is loyalty a preference? Loyalty should never ever be a preference. Loyalty is the resume. It's like it's like if you don't even have loyalty, you don't even have a chance. You know what I mean? Like, I just like, but then there's people who are willing to put up with it. Gurubi, you're in Japan. So is this true? Is what I'm saying true? Please invalidate or validate, because I'm just saying shit that I'm seeing on social media. Essa says the bath places. Yeah, the bath places. You know, I found that from Essa, that there are companies, literally businesses. No, Sophie, that's my bag. Please do not bite my bag. There are literal businesses. Jet, thank you for the care package. Thank you. Businesses where you pay to shower people. Sorry, you pay to be showered or bathed. Like, people will bathe you. Like, why? Why is that allowed? How does the government allow that? Like, if you try to pass that as a business proposal in any country aside from Japan, they're gonna look at you like, why the like, what the hell? What? I feel like the only place where it's socially acceptable to pay for services to be bathed is in the old folks' home. You know what I mean? Like, where it's like you have like elderly that are so old that they can't bathe themselves, so you help them bathe. That's the only one I know. Guru says, yeah, it's messed up. True, I've seen it. You've seen it, damn. Damn, that's rough. It's so wild to me, Zuku says. Nebi says, yeah, I saw that short too, and I think in South Korea too, the dating stuff, I mean. I don't know much about South Korea, but I know that in South Korea, people fuck a lot. Like, I'm honestly surprised that STDs ain't going crazy in Japan and Korea, because, like, the amount of coitus people be having is crazy there, okay? Jiang says worrying about loyalty is a lost cause in my opinion, because you can't control other people and you shouldn't. Zuko says, like, they were asked, do you think prostitution is cheating? And 90% of them said it's not cheating. But then again, they asked, then would you let your partner work in these establishments? And they said no. Yeah, the double standard is kind of weird. Jiang says loyalty isn't even a trait that you can know about a person. You can actually. Gure says, I went to a sussy place and I see a bunch of grown married men then. Oh my gosh. Square says, yo, being watered like dead people, people are being dead. That's a messed up line to say, Square. That's freaked up. Essa says protection are cheap, you know? You can get them so cheap. How cheap are you talking though? Sophie, no. No. Yes, good girl. Come. Chill. Please sleep, okay? Nebi says, I meant that issue with dating there is quite bad for ladies there. Jiang says, how would you know that without dating them first? There are ways to gauge someone's loyalty. Because, like, okay, this is my tip. This is what I do. In order to check if someone's loyal, I check their integrity. Because if they are willing to maintain integrity when no one is looking, and then the odds of them being loyal is much higher. Again, there is no guarantee, because there's no 100% foolproof way to tell if someone's loyal. But there are signs of a loyal person, okay? A loyal person has integrity. A loyal person will have certain boundaries and would carry a certain level of self-control. One thing I noticed is that, like, if there is a very tempting situation, how they respond to that situation will tell you a lot about that person and their loyalty level. Like, one of the things I realized about my ex is that my ex isn't a loyal person. You know, like, I'm not saying he cheated on me, because if he cheated on me, he would be neutered, okay? He would not have his little cherries, all right? But there was signs that proved to me that he wasn't loyal, and I'll tell you one of the signs. Seth, thank you for the sub. Thank you, Seth. When I went to, there was one time where I went to a massage parlor with him and his dad. It's a normal massage parlor, okay? Nothing suspicious. It's not like one of those Thai massages. It is like a legitimate massage parlor, but the ladies that were massaging me and my ex were very suspicious. They were very sexual. Okay, that's all I can say. You can tell if someone has pure intentions or non-pure intentions. I've been for massages before, okay? This is like my 5th massage. Frabis, hello! I'm too scared to send a message I was about to send. What were you gonna send, Frabis? Thank you for the first time chat. Thank you. Welcome. I've never really experienced this before. It was like my first and last time experiencing a massage parlor where the impure intentions were so clear. Like, it was so clear to me that, like, they were lusting over my ex, right? So after the massage, I told my ex, who was my boyfriend at that time. Okay, we were dating at the time. I told my then boyfriend, hey, I'm not really comfortable with you going to this massage parlor. I'm not against you going to massage parlors. You can go to massage parlors. But I'm just gonna let you know, I don't like the way those girls look at you and the way they talk about you. Because the way they talk about you, even to me, was as if you are a piece of me and you are not a human being. I'm not comfortable with that. Again, I'm not gonna ban you from going. If you can still go, but I'm just letting you know I'm not very comfortable because I don't like the way they look at you. And he was like, oh, no, I get you. Like, I see it too. And then he talked to his dad about it that night. Okay, that night he talked to his dad, and his dad told him, you know, Tiff is right. Like, those ladies look like they clearly lust after you. Like, they don't have pure intention. Like Tiff is right. You should, if this makes Tiff uncomfortable, you should probably stop going. And so after he talked to his dad about it, he called me that night, and he promised me that he would not go to that massage parlor anymore. And by the way, I did not force him to do anything. I just expressed to him how I felt. Okay, I just expressed to him, like, I'm not comfortable with you going, but if you want to go, you can keep going. But I'm never gonna go to that massage parlor. Like, I would never step foot into that massage parlor again, and I still have not to this day. And he promised me that he wouldn't. A few months later, when I was holding his hand, I realized his hand was really soft. I was like, oh, your hand is really soft. Like, have you been using moisturizer? Like, are you using the hand cream that I got you? Because I did buy him hand cream. And he admitted to me that he went to the massage parlor yesterday. On the day I asked him. So I was just like, oh, like, you promised me a couple months ago that you wouldn't go. And now you're telling me you went? And the thing is, he didn't want to tell me that he went, by the way. Like, because I did ask him, like, oh, what did you do? How was your week? What did you do? And he never mentioned at all that he went to the massage parlor. He only mentioned it because I noticed that his skin felt soft. And I was like, hey, your skin feels softer. Like, what's going on? You know, like, but again, I didn't think that he went to the massage parlor. I thought that he was just using moisturizer or something. And he admitted that he went to the massage parlor, and I was just like, oh, Like, and I asked him, like, did you go to the another one? Like, did you go to the different one? And yeah, turns out, like, no, he went back to the same one. So, yeah, like, he's not loyal. This is what I mean by, like, you don't need to cheat on me for me to know that you will cheat on me. Okay? Like, that guy, if I stayed with him, he would 100% cheat on me. Alright? I'm glad that he was honest, but the fact that he kept it a secret is already dishonesty. I don't care if you were honest in the moment. I had to ask for you to tell me the truth though. Like, it's not like you volunteered the truth. It was still lying through omission. You know? And not just lying through omission, you broke your freaking promise. No one asked you to make that promise to me, you know? Like, I didn't ask him to promise me shit, but the fact that he promised me and he broke it was such a red flag. Like, don't make promises you can't fucking keep. And it's not like someone held him at gunpoint to go to the massage. You have to pay. Not just pay, you have to book. You have to pay for a booking to go for the massage parlor. So it's not like you can accidentally wander into the massage parlor. You know what I mean? It's like, it was just such a red flag. I'm so glad we broke up. I have no regrets on that. Wait, hold up. I need to check if Sophie's eating her pee pad. Why? You are in China. You are in China. You are in China. No biting the tissue. What? I'm very glad you didn't bite the bottom. No biting the tissue. Sit. Sit. Stay. Stay. Sit. Sit. Stay. 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 Sit. 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 Stay. Stay. Sit. Stay. 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 Let me stay. Okay, she's not good. Anyways, it's fine. Okay, let me catch up with chat. I must be country road because I want to take you home. Thank you for the sub, Dosaf. Once again, Guru says, not too sure since I haven't seen it with my own two eyes, but I've heard stories of it. Fabrice says something about Blue Lock. What is Blue Lock? Jiang says, I mean, happy ending is a thing. SS says, to be serious, I don't know how common it is, but I've heard stories of both parties just leaving. That's rough. Square says, just wondering, you guys should have massaged each other. Your wallet is thanking me. Yeah, no, because I don't like, okay, don't get me wrong. I love a good massage and I love when people offer a massage, but I do feel like, if you're not careful, sometimes massages can get a bit sensual. I know that's not the intention. Like, it can start out with very pure intentions, but like, I'm pretty iffy about who I allow to touch my body, even for something as harmless or as innocent as a massage. Like, if I allow you to massage my shoulders or anything, I have to have a very high level of trust in you. I think in my whole life, I've only allowed 2 or 3 guys to massage me. And when I say guys, I mean like friends, okay? One of them is my cousin. Nothing's gonna freaking happen because he's my cousin. And two of the other guys are just like friends that I genuinely trust. I know they won't do anything suspicious to me. I know their intentions are pretty chill and they're like, they just genuinely want to help me. But aside from those 3, I don't think I've ever allowed a guy to massage me. Yeah. Sit, Sophie, sit. If you don't sit, I can come down. You gotta sit. Sit. No, you're gonna sit. If you don't sit, don't. Square says just one. Oh wait, I read this. Gure says, why would they do that during their job? Good job letting him know. Yeah, nah, that's just how they are. Square says, imagine the massage place was actually Lady Man. What's a Lady Man? What do you mean? Jiang says, impulsive promises are also a red flag. Yeah, true, true. Zuko says, if someone can make promises that easily, is a red flag. Yep. Yep. Glitter says, if it happened once, it can happen again. Seth says, it's one thing if someone asks you to promise something, and if someone just promises on their own and they still break it. Have a good rest. Hello, Timas. Thank you for the first time chat. Jazz says, true, he could have theoretically kept going to the same place but told you they were going to it. But the issue is that they promised you. You didn't get him to promise you. He promised it himself. And he failed his own promise and didn't even tell you until you noticed something on your own. That is what I mean by signs you can tell someone is not loyal, okay? You do not need to cheat on me for me to know that you're not loyal. Even lying, I feel like the moment I catch someone lying, they're already like crossed off as a dating potential. They may still be a friend, but you have eliminated yourself from being anything more than a friend. Because like, I will give you a chance to justify yourself. Like, there have been multiple times where I would catch people lying, and I'm very good at catching people when they lie because somehow, one way or another, the truth will get to me, okay? I don't look for the truth will be revealed. And I will tell that person, like, I will hint that I know the truth and I'll give them a chance to justify or explain themselves. And if they explain themselves with honesty, okay, you're still like in the clear, but you're on like the sus zone, okay? But if they are still in denial, even though I know the truth, instant like, okay, you have friend zoned yourself, buddy, okay? Because that to me is a sign that you're not loyal. Like if you can't even tell me the truth, there's no way you can expect me to believe that you're not gonna cheat on me. You know what I mean? Sit, Sophie, sit. Will you sit? Sit. 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 Okay, anyways. She's back out. I might have to close the bathroom door. Hold up. Anyways. Yeah, it's just kind of messed up too. Not even like the breaking the promise that's messed up. Like, okay, imagine, don't even talk about dating. Let's say if I was single, or I am single. I don't even have to imagine if I'm single. Let's say you're single, chat, okay? And you are going to a place where you know these people want to fuck you. Will you continue going there? Like, I would be personally, like, single or taken, I would be uncomfortable if I'm going to a place where like people look at me as if I'm me and people aren't looking at me like I'm a person. Like, that is uncomfortable, and that's not just uncomfortable. As a girl, that's kind of scary, you know? But for the fact that like he enjoyed it, like my ex enjoyed that kind of attention, was kind of gross. Like, sorry, I'm gonna be real, like, frank. Like, to me, that's kind of disgusting. I don't know if it's just me, me being like a demi or whatever, or I don't know. I'm still figuring out. I don't think, like, the weird thing about me is that sometimes I find I'm 50-50 about sex. There are times where I think sex is the most disgusting shit ever. And then the other part of me is like, sex is beautiful. I would want to have it one day. I think I'm still figuring that shit out. I'm still figuring it out. Thick Mommy and that little Alice45, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Tiffo fam. Welcome, welcome. Seth says, am I sus, Tiff? You tell me. Have you lied to me? Have I caught you lying? Have I justified your lying? If I have, then you're probably in the sus zone. But it's okay. You can still be a friend in the sus zone. It's just that you're never gonna upgrade to anything more because, you know, that's... I'm so sorry. Like, that's just how it is. That's just how I play, I guess. Neko Lovefish says, are you winning, son? I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Neko. Thank you. Hello, little Alice. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. How did you find the chat? Let me read. Let me catch up. I am so behind. Gure says, yeah, if he falls into that seduction easily, he'll more likely do it again. Yep. Jiang says, this reminds me of an ex of mine who will flirt to her colleagues during outings behind my back. And I only knew because I'm acquainted with a colleague of hers. That is so disgusting. I'm so sorry you had to experience that. I am so sorry. Dude, I hate that so freaking much. I hate that so much. Okay, you know what? Before I date someone, I actually do a bit of sleuthing. Like, if there's someone that I am interested in and I want to consider if they're dateable, I would actually ask... Or not just ask, but I will observe how they treat their friends. Not just I'm gonna spy on them or anything, but like I would get to know their friends and see how they treat their friends. And then also ask their friends what they think of this person and how does this person treat them. Because I think that reveals a lot. I think it also reveals a lot what kind of friends this person has. If the kinds of friends this person has is the sus kind, yeah, nah, that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, your friends reveal a lot about who you are, in my opinion. Frabil says, in your opinion, who will win? Baru Shoei or Pablo Cavazos? You can search them up if you don't know them. I do not know them. I only gave my friend a massage. Let's just say he lost one of his 35 spinal columns. That sounds... See, this is why you need trust to give massages or to receive a massage. Because anyone can massage you and they could break your neck. You know what I mean? I don't want that. Gure says lady man as a man act and dress as a lady. No, these are ladies, okay? These are confirmed women. I know a woman when I see one. The massagers, masseurs, or whatever you want to call them, they were girls. Zuko says Sophie noises in the background. Square says drag him to the living room court. Order. Facts. Square says the chat is making me cry. Water park. Why? Zuko says I'm so doubtful that you'll actually do it since you can't even look at a PP and not be disgusted. Gure says tried it. No, tried it once. It was not pleasant. It's not pleasant? Why? People always make out sex to be like a great thing. And like that's why people in Japan and Korea get addicted and shit, right? Not even Korea and Japan. There's so many people who are addicted to sex. So I'm assuming it must be a good thing, right? So he's eating a slipper. Seth says, it's fine, Tiff. I never expected it to be more than that. Essa says, call a PI. I mean, I don't think I'm that paranoid. I don't think I'm paranoid enough to call a PI. But maybe if I'm going to get married and they are suspicious. Like, if I sense red flags even though I can't seem to find reasoning for it and I have to marry this person, like let's say I'm engaged and our wedding is like 2 weeks away, for example, I might call a PI. But like, I feel like if you are dating someone and you have to call a PI, you're not in a position to be dating. Either you're dating the wrong person, because if you're dating the right person, you shouldn't have to call a PI, okay? That or you yourself is not ready for a relationship. If you have that level of distrust, maybe don't date, is my advice. Maybe get therapy and heal yourself first, because I believe that like if I am to date someone, I want to bring my partner the best version of myself. Okay? I do not want to enter a relationship with baggage. My partner is not supposed to fix me, is not supposed to be my therapist. Like he could be he could help me and be like a listening ear and a like a comforter, but he's not there to be my therapist, you know? Like he's not there to be my baggage. He's not there to be my savior, right? Like if I'm going to enter into a relationship, it is my responsibility to make sure that he gets the best version of myself that I could potentially or possibly give him at the stage I'm at. And if I know that I'm not at the place where I can be in a relationship, why would I even date? Like, my focus shouldn't even be, hey, I need to date this guy. My focus would be, hey, I need to work on myself so that I could be in a position where I can date. You know what I mean? And I would like to believe that the person that I date would also have this mentality of wanting to be the best person for me, or for himself at least, you know? Like you don't, if you go into a relationship with this idea that like, oh, this person is going to complete me, this person is going to make me feel happy, and like it's gonna give me joy, it's gonna give me meaning and purpose, do not date. Okay, my best advice is do not. You are not ready for a relationship if what you're looking for in the relationship is to feel complete and to feel whole. Because trust me, once the honeymoon stage is over, you're gonna have so much baggage. You are entering into a relationship with so much baggage because you have not figured out how to love yourself or how to enjoy yourself. If you don't enjoy yourself, how can you expect someone to enjoy you? Huh? Okay, look, I'm not saying you should date someone that's like you, you know? That's not Sophie, what the fuck did you eat? Spit it out, it's plastic. Add plastic. Spit it out, baby. The amount of plastic my dog has eaten and chewed and almost swallowed is alarming. She's like competing to be the ocean, you know? You know how there's a lot of plastic in the ocean? I don't know why my dog has made it her personal agenda to beat the ocean in how much plastic she can get in her tiny body. It's a problem. It's a problem. I don't know why she's like this. Sophie, come. Good girl, come. No biting the pipette. Oh, inside. Aizen, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Welcome to Tifa fam. Welcome. Hello, how did you find the stream? How did you find the stream? Okay, wait, hold up. I'm gonna give my dog a treat. Inside. Yeah, microplastics. She just loves to chew on plastic. Oh yeah, you're right. She's competing with the turtles. My bad. I said the wrong thing. Thank you, Jet. Yeah, she is competing with... Okay, the turtles don't want to eat the plastic though. They just get it on them. My girl wants plastic in her body. Alright? She wants to be a Barbie doll. She wants to be the Bratz. Right? She is just like plastic. Yum. Delicious. My favorite. And it is my personal mission to make sure... I've literally had to shove my fingers into her mouth to yank plastic out of her mouth so many times. If I got $1 for every time I had to pull plastic out from her mouth, I would have $20. And I've only had this dog for a week. It's only been a week. Jiang says, I have so many random interests that I want another person to discuss with. Yeah, true. It sounds like a blast. I am not against dating someone who's similar to me because I think I'm a fun person to be around. Not to boast or brag or anything, you know. I think I'm a fun person. I love being with myself. I don't think I've ever met... Okay, I've only met one other person who's like me, and he's already taken. But, like, it's really refreshing. Okay, she's not biting plastic. But it's really refreshing to be with someone who's just really good at having fun. You know, it's very fun to meet someone who's just, like, really... just fun. You know? Oh my gosh, can I just say... Oh, no, I have given her chew toys, okay? I have bought her 4 chew toys. She's chewed them up. But then she'll lose interest. She lost interest in 2 days, okay? She has more fun biting my hands and fingers than she does her chew toys. I don't know why. It's not narcissistic. I just really enjoy my company, alright? People think I'm an extrovert. To some degree, I am an extrovert. But I'm also an introvert because I... do genuinely enjoy my own company. You know, self-love is important. Exactly, Jiang. Exactly. I feel like narcissism is like thinking, oh, you're the best in the world and no one can compare to you. And like, you know, everyone is beneath you. That's narcissism. I think self-love is healthy. It's good to love yourself. You know, the Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. And if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love your neighbor as yourself? If you don't even know how to love yourself. You know, you gotta know how to love yourself if you want to be able to love people the way you should be loving. Anyways, Jess says, if Sophie can't destroy, she don't want it. It's more like if Sophie can't eat it. If she cannot eat it, she will not chew on it. And she can't. She knows better than to eat her toys. Thank God. Thank God she knows not to eat her toys. Because if she ate her toys... That's it. I don't know what to do anymore. I've lost the battle. She's checkmate me. She's pretty much checkmate me. No. Phoebe? Phoebe, come. Lucky. Okay, anyways, Jet said... Oh wait, I read this. Jiang says... Also, it sounds like your dog gotta go to the adoption center unless she's cute. She's very cute. And I can't put her up on the adoption center because I paid for, like... I paid a lot of money for her, chat. I can't say the exact amount because my mom is in the room. But I paid a lot of money. I paid more than my plane ticket to Japan. And I paid for a round trip to Japan. No stops, no transitions. It was a non-stop flight to Japan. She cost me more than my flight ticket. Okay? She was like 1,400 ringgit more than my plane ticket. Okay, she is not going on adoption. I am doing my damn best to keep this dog alive until I get my money's worth. Okay? I still have not monetized her yet. Hello, Dave. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Square says the Bible is giving hits to date your neighbor. JK. To my neighbor? My neighbor's literally an old lady. She's like in her 90s. Very healthy old lady. And then on my other neighbor is a married couple and the husband is cheating on the wife. But they're not getting a divorce because it's too troublesome. And the wife knows. The wife knows that the husband is cheating and she just lets it. The neighbor in front of me is divorced because the husband was a piece of shit and wasn't doing any work. I don't know if he cheated or not, but yeah. I'm not dating my neighbors. Alright? Not my physical neighbors. Hell no. Jiang says charge your friend every time they pet them. Sophie, no! No biting the wire. No biting the wire. No biting the wire. No. No biting the wire. Yeah, she was bullying. I don't think I would charge my friends, but my friends have been bringing treats for her every time they see her, which is good because I save money on treats. Square says the tea in the neighborhood is crazy. I know shit. Dave says all your pupils look like purple biocats. Thank you. Yeah. Enjoy Tifa stressing over their dog. That's basically. Do you think this stream was bad? Like 2 streams ago, I was constantly being distracted by my dog because my dog was doing the utmost to make sure I do not stream. She had a personal agenda to ensure that I had the worst stream possible. Okay? So yeah. You bit the wires. What did mommy say? Mommy said no biting the wires. Why you bite the wires? Huh? Give me a second. Why you bite the wires? You know that you're not supposed to bite the wires? Bite the wires and everything come out. Thank you, Dave, for the follow. Thank you. Yeah, she's an anti-fan. Okay, she wants me to not stream, apparently. Dave says she hated your stream, that's awful. Yup. Sit. Thank you for the hydrate, Dave. Thank you. Next, I have tea, so I will hydrate on tea. Yeah, I think I'm fun company. Sit. 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 No, she does not understand sit. She only understands puppy dog guy and standing. What kind of tea? I made Earl Grey earlier. Spicy kind? Yeah, Earl Grey can be a bit spicy sometimes if you don't add milk. Sit. Up. Sit. 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 Down. Sit. 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 She no understand. Dave says, I bet she's distracting you. Like, hello dogs and dogs. Today I will annoy the hell out of the streamer until they stop streaming. Leave a like and subscribe so I can become the biggest dog tuber. Pretty much, yep. Oh, great is tasty. Square says, nah, I would like to think that Sophie wants to insert dominance and tips attention, and giving company during stream is so anti-hero. She has an OnlyFans account? Oh my gosh. I mean, she is constantly nude, right? Sit. I swear, if she was a king, she's a brat. Like, if she was like, you know those like sub-dom, whatever shit. She is a brat. She needs to be forced into submission. Sit. 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 You're very cute, but you have to sit. Sit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sophie, sit. Why is she no more sit. Good girl, good girl. Sit. Sit. Super sit. 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 DZ, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Tufa Fan. Welcome, welcome. Wait, give me a second. I'm not gonna let you out. Okay, I'll let her out once she's like sitting down. She's like being a good girl, but I don't want to let her out when she's whining and crying, because then she's gonna think that every time she whines and cries, she's gonna get what she wants. Dave says Barker, like the replacement of Twitter, or they use R instead of X. That's kind of funny. That's funny. Dave says, I love eating ice. Just raw, gosh damn ice. Are you anemic? Do you have anemia? They say that people who like to enjoy eating ice tend to have anemia. Kusagaki. Kusagaki? I'm a Russian. I don't have anemia. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Good to know that you enjoy ice. I do have a friend. One of my besties loves to eat small ice cubes. I'm pretty sure she has anemia though. I don't know what kusagaki means, but do you mean noisy? I don't think noisy is kusagaki though. I just love eating snow and or ice. Well, I mean, as long as the snow is like pure, you know, and it's not like yellow. She still does not understand. She still does not understand what sitting is. Sav says, I like eating ice too, but I'm not Russian and I don't think I'm anemic. Dave says, I just love melting them and then cracking them once it's too weak to withstand my teeth. Yes, it's not yellow or red or anything like that, just white. Huh. Kusogaki. Ah, I see. I was thinking of grass for some reason. Sophie, sit. Good girl. Sit. Baby. All right. Anyways, what were we talking about? What? Oh yeah, I think I enjoy my company. Do you guys enjoy your own company, chat? I think I'm pretty fun to be around. If you bite the wires again, I will put you back in jail, Sophie. Hold up. BRB, hold up. You did not learn her lesson? You did not learn her lesson. But since the wires are out of reach, I won't punish her for now. Anna Starlight! Anna Starlight, thank you for the follow! Welcome to the Tifa fam, Anna. Welcome, welcome. Dave says ice and snow. Yeah, you are. Yeah, I am. I am what? Seth says nope, I don't. Well, time to start figuring out how to enjoy it then. Jiang says I need alone time in my schedule or I won't be able to be in a good mood. Yeah, it's valid. Sounds like an introvert thing. Are you an introvert? Suga says sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Essa says yeah, I do enjoy my own company. Dave says, are you okay to be around with? Am I okay to be around with? Oh, you are okay to be around with. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for thinking that. I feel like one of the best compliments I've received. I've received a lot of really kind encouragements before. But one of the best compliments I've received is, I enjoy spending time with you. Like, whenever I hear those words and they genuinely mean it, it is so, like, I'm just like, ah, tears, ah, sobs, ah, like, it's just so sweet. Because it's just like, you get it, I'm not annoying. Usually, okay, you are tolerable is not the same as you are enjoyable, okay, Esther? It's not the same thing. Jiang says, I don't know if I'm an introvert or I just haven't found a person who I can effortlessly have fun with. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Dave says, your opinion, streams, and effort matter. Thanks, Dave. Jiang says, I have fun with my friends as well, but I gotta put in effort. Put in effort to, like, have fun. Wait, hold up. Is she biting the pee pad? I mean, I feel like a prison warden. Jiang says, so then I need alone time to chill out. I see. I see. No, I think being told you are tolerable feels like an insult. Like, okay, chat, how would you guys feel if someone told you that? Like, you're tolerable. To me, I would take that as a sign as you don't enjoy my company, you do not appreciate me, you find me annoying. And if you think I'm annoying enough that you have to tolerate me, then I will gladly take my presence somewhere where it's appreciated. Cause I have people in my life who appreciate my presence. And I'm not gonna waste my time and energy on someone who does not appreciate my presence. You know what I mean? That is the level of self-respect that I have, right? Gure says, I kind of find that insulting in my opinion. Right? Is it not? Like, Dave says, I'll be okay with it, not impressed, and not hate someone for that person. True. Okay. That is a POV too. Have a good shower, Seth. See ya. Have a good shower. Oh my gosh, she's under my bed. Dave says my English is not great at all. Zuko says low-key insulting. Dave says you always matter until you are at the speed of light. Then you are energy. That's funny. That is funny, Dave. Ha ha ha. Did you get that from Zuko? You and Zuko will make best friends. You know what, Zuko? You might as well screenshot that message by Dave and put in the screenshots, put in the quotes section in Discord. Because that's actually pretty amusing. You always matter. Until you are at the speed of light, then you are energy. That's actually pretty hilarious. That is pretty hilarious. Dave says, oh wait, I read this one. Square says, when I'm alone, I can either be super productive until I pass out or super lazy and the day will go in a flash. So I will try to avoid being alone to not feel like the world's going too fast, but honestly, it depends on the time and place. I get that. That's a mood. That is a mood. Jed says, lol, I've never interacted with people in a social manner out of joy, except for my friends. But that's only high school, and since then, I basically haven't had any physical interaction. Why not, though? I feel like in order to have a emotional or mental... She's side-eyeing me. The audacity of this girl! I beat her! And she's side-eyeing me? Okay, she looks pretty comfortable though. What was I saying? It's good to physically interact with people, or even if you're not interacting, it's good to be in the presence of someone and to get like at least a kind touches from a human being. It could be like a pat on the head or a pat on the back or a handshake. If you can get a hug, that's even better. But like, if you want to have like a really healthy mental state, it's good to be physically social, you know. Jiang says, I wouldn't mind them, but then I'm like, why would I be around this person when I got other people? So I would not talk to them anymore, not because I hate them, but just because I got better people to be around. Exactly, Jiang. Exactly. Oh my gosh. That is my sentiment. Sev says, so is light a wave or a particle? I'm pretty sure light is a wave, but don't quote me on that because my science, non-existent. Dave says MK is a YouTuber reviewing Reddit posts. We were supposed to watch Reddit stories, but like, I don't know if I could finish. Okay, we could try. We could do Reddit stories. Do you guys want to do Reddit stories? Zuko says, Dave, like how sound is faster than light? Because you seem bright, so you started speaking. Oh gosh, Zuko, why? Dave says, Seth, I think it's a wave because particles are matter. Seth says, but then why is it affected by gravity? And then what's a photon? And Seth says, light is both a particle and a wave. I have nothing to contribute to this conversation because I don't know anything about matter or light. I'm so sorry. I have nothing to add to it. Let's go story time. All right, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think when I'm getting to know people, especially people that I actually want to be around, like let's say if I meet someone that I enjoy the company of, I want to make sure that I am enjoyable to them. And if I'm not enjoyable to them and they find me annoying, like it would make me feel bad. Like that's like normal human being, right? Like let's say I want to be in your presence, I enjoy your company, but you don't enjoy my company. I'm not gonna disturb you and force you to spend time with me even though I enjoy your company if you don't enjoy mine. I feel like in order for me to have like a very healthy friendship or relationship with people, even on a platonic level, like I need to feel some kind of reassurance or confidence that you actually don't hate my guts. And it's sad that I have to say this because I've been with people who have been so two-faced. I have been with like and not even like a long time ago. This was just last year. Last year there were a couple girls that I thought were my friends. I thought that we were good friends, and turns out they fucking hated me, you know? But to my face, they would act as if like they wanted me around. They would invite me to things, but they don't actually mean it. They invited me for the sake of inviting me and not because they actually want to spend time with me. And how I know this is because like they would invite me but then purposely leave me out of things as well. So it was just like that really messed with my perception of friendship. It didn't really mess with my perception of myself as much, but it really messed up the way I trust people because like I genuinely really treated them with a genuine heart. Like I gave them like I love them as a friend would, you know? Like I was there for them. Like I drop stuff just to make sure they were okay before and stuff like just doing anything a good friend would do. And turns out like they weren't they were fake. They weren't real. And I think it was so sad because like there was one time where this friend told me that like they were gonna make me their bridesmaid. They like we were talking about it and they're like, oh, of course you and this other girl, you guys are gonna be my bridesmaid. We're besties and blah blah. And I remember thinking to myself like, huh, I didn't realize like this girl liked me this much because I never felt like she liked me this much. But if she likes me enough to say that she's gonna make me her bridesmaid, then I guess she really likes my company. Yeah, no, trust your gut. Yeah, I'm just gonna trust my gut. Like, if I have a bad gut feeling, I should just trust that instead of what I see sometimes because stuff like this happens. Zuko says, this is too smart for me. I can only make dumb jokes. Jiang says, you know what else matters? Insert pickup line. I can't enjoy my company with a person if they don't enjoy my company. Yes, Jiang. Jiang, are you me? Are you me? A lot of the things you're saying are literally things that I would say myself. Like, where have you been? Jet says, I don't really like interacting with others because parents basically discourage it. And since the only people I did like interacting with were my only friends, I just didn't bother. My parents don't really see friends as a thing. Oh. That's really odd that your parents will discourage you from having friends. Have they never heard the song 7 years old? 7 years? I think it's called 7 years. Once I was 7 years old or something like that. I forgot the title of the song. But like, I feel like parents usually encourage their kids to have friends and not the other way around. Because it is psychologically and scientifically proven that it's way healthier for you to have a community. You know? Essa says, well, if you're not enjoyable to be around, we wouldn't... Wow, I can't read English. If you're not enjoyable to be around with, we wouldn't be here. True. True. Dave says, like you guys won't understand a Russian saying that means crazy and literally translate it as not everyone is in your home. When you see a Russian say not everyone at home or something, they mean crazy. Dude, I feel like the Russian language is amazing. Apparently, I don't know if this is Russian or German. Apparently in Russian or German, there's a word for punchable face. And basically, it's like calling someone so ugly. It's like, the term is like for ugly, by the way. It's like, instead of saying, hey, you're ugly, you say, hey, you have a punchable face. Which honestly is freaking messed up. It's so funny to me, but it's so mean. It's so mean. Seth says light travels so fast that time seems to stop while traveling that fast. The closer to light speed, the slower time becomes. It's not infinite, but it's enough to delay time. Spatial relativity says so, but we've never been able to do that, so it's hard to say if that's how it would really go. Jiang says, I feel like it's just common sense, but then again, not a lot of people have common sense, surprisingly. Yeah, you'll be surprised at how uncommon common sense is. especially when it comes to self-respect and relationship. That's why you have a lot of relationship coaches and gurus, because unfortunately with shitty parenting, you are left with a lot of children, or a lot of children that grow up into teenagers, who grow up into adults, who don't really understand what basic human decency is and what common sense is. Square says, to all people, you matter and always will be. You are human. We are human, so forever would be hard to do, but at the same time, that matters, or in the moment, you need to know that you're appreciated. If light was gone, the shadow would chase, but trail of light will hold your hand. The memories will be attached with your soul and carry on. Dave says, there's a line at the store wanting to be punched. It's a punchline. Zuko says, that's so funny. I would actually say that. Look, Dave and Zuko, you guys could be besties. Alright, I'm seeing some potential comedy duo. Alright? Great comedy duo. Not Russian, totally. We have a word for normal ugly faces, but not a punchable face slurs I can think of. You're great to be around with. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Seb says you have a perfect face for radio. That's rough. That is rough, buddy. That is rough. Yeah. Oh my gosh! Can I just say, my boss... Okay, this is another reason why me and my boss would never happen. Even if this guy wasn't my boss, we cannot be a thing. He was literally laughing. He laughed at me for eating horse meat in Japan. I'm not saying like laugh at me like, oh haha, that's funny. He laughed at me as if I'm an idiot. He was literally telling my mom and telling my colleague, like, I can't believe you went all the way to Japan to eat weird food. Like, are you like normal? He said this word for word. Normal people go to Japan to eat good food, but you went to Japan to eat weird food. I was like, excuse moi? Like I didn't like I ate weird food, but that weird food was good. It tasted good. Okay, it's not like I ate weird food and it tasted bad. It was good food. I know. What is he, a toddler? This is why I'm like, I could never dude, don't even talk about dating this guy. I can't even be friends with him. Like, he's so judgmental. That's unforgivable. They are I know. He was looking at me as if I was crazy, and he was super disgusted. He was like, you ate crocodile? You ate bear meat? Like, huh? What the hell? Huh? He kept saying, huh? And he was like looking at me as if I was an alien that had 3 heads. Okay? The weird meats were great. They tasted amazing. They tasted so good. I was like, look, I'm sorry that your palate is so unrefined that you cannot appreciate the wild meat, wild game. Is what I thought. I didn't say it out loud because my salary review is in 2 months, so I'm not in a position to piss off my boss yet, because you know I have to endure this bullshit for at least 1 more month for my salary review, and then I will shit on him. But anyways, like, yeah, I was really annoyed because I was just like, are you a high schooler? Like, why are you judging? Like, I didn't even tell you I ate bugs yet. You know what I mean? Like, if this is how grossed out you are by me eating cooked meat, I'm eating like meat that other people eat. It's not like I'm eating something so abnormal that no one eats it. You know what I mean? Like, people eat this. People eat horse meat in Japan. It's good. It doesn't taste bad. He was like so... I was like, why are you being judgmental over it? Like, why are you... Like, hello? I like... And the worst part is, like, I ate all those wild meat and I didn't have any stomach issues. I didn't get sick. I didn't have gastric. So, like, again, it's just like, I don't... What is it? You know, like, why are you being so judgmental for? But yeah, the weird meat, the wild meat in Japan was really yummy. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. Jed says, my parents are basically You don't need friends, you just need family. It's kind of expected of our people when they get married. You just give up on your friends because my parents tell me how my sister-in-law complains about not being allowed to see her friends since they worry she'll come back with another man's child. But I see that more of my parents just being very traditional. Though, to give my parents credit, my sister-in-law is certainly something god. How do you fuck up cooking rice? That's concerning, Jet. No offense. I'm gonna be real honest. I have, you know me, being honest is pretty key here. That sounds borderline toxic and, not even borderline, that sounds pretty toxic and, sociopathic. I feel like any person that tries to dictate your friendship and limit your connections could be kind of sociopathic, you know? Like, it's one thing if the people that you're mixing with are bad people that are negatively influencing you. I feel like a good friend or a good family member or a good person would discourage you from being friends with someone who is harmful to you. But if they are discouraging you from friendships, period, that is a red flag. That is a huge red flag. Okay? Like, the only person who has done that to me is my sociopathic ex, okay? I have, aside from my literally sociopathic ex, I've never met someone who would limit my friendships or prevent me from having friends. Like, that is really concerning. And that's not just concerning, that's kind of dangerous, okay? Seth says, I've eaten crocodile and bear. I've had bison too. Gosh, I must be some sort of alien to him. I really want to try bison. I would love to try bison. I'll be back, lobster-esque and steamed. Okay, enjoy your shower. Dave says some Russian food may look crazy, but they honestly taste super tasty and great. For my taste at least, just try out pelmeni and you'll fall in shock, especially with mayo. Let me look up what pelmeni is. Pelmeni. I would love to try Russian food, I'm not gonna lie. Pelmeni looks yummy. It looks like dumplings. They look like meat dumplings. I would love to try Russian food. I don't think I've ever tried Russian food. It's so hard to find in Southeast Asia. Jiang says the fact that he makes fun of you for doing something different instead of being interested is just weird. Like a kid going, ha ha, weirdo, like that. It's not just the fact that he judged me for, it's the fact that he laughed. And he and he was like, not to say he tried to bully me, but the attitude of how he said it to my mom and to my colleague was like a mean girl. Like, he was saying like, oh, your daughter is like so like why is she like this? Like, that's so like mean girl, high school girl behavior that I'm just like, I don't need this kind of energy in my life, you know? You may be a great boss, okay? But I do not want you as a friend, buddy. Dave says pelmeni is meatballs covered in dough that need to be unfrozen and boiled to eat normally if you buy them from a store. That is as big of a red flag as the flag of the Soviet Union in my room. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Jiang says some people treat their kid like a sim character. I swear, it's disgusting. Yeah, I don't get it. Jad says the issue with me specifically is that parents probably really don't mind me having friends, but they likely worry about how I interact with people, since I basically be the only one who talks to non-Hmyong people. So my parents always get shit from others, specifically the others. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh no. Like, have you thought of like moving out? Like, leaving the village or something? Like, I don't know what the situation is for you, but like, is that something that is like your interest? Like, is that something that you potentially see happening in your life? Like, just traveling out, making friends, or like moving out to a different place where it's more socially acceptable to have friends? Dave says it's like dumplings but way less smaller. Like if you take 2 dumplings out of hinake and make it a dumpling. Emma Lloyd says chocolate chip cookie dipped in milk. Is that your favorite food? Did you follow the rule of telling me your favorite food? Because if that is your favorite food, that is adorable. That is literally one of the cutest answers I've received. Chocolate chip cookies dipped in milk is very yummy. Santa Claus approved as well. Santa Claus very approved. Okay, we're gonna switch scenes to Reddit because it's gonna be a long night if we don't do Reddit right now, okay? We need to do it.
Jane, and today's theme is friendship.
Friendship. Oh wait, you guys can't see it. Let me show y'all. Ta-da.
Are two great friends of mine, Anthony and Courtney.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. How's it going?
I'm still caught up on the friends. Sorry.
Anthony,
I
feel
love
like
when people tell me their favorite food. Dave says my favorite food is fast ramen. Not because it's very tasty or delish, but it's spicy. I really like spicy food. Ah, you might enjoy a meal with Esther. You also really like spicy food, apparently. Square says fave pud, fish balls, and inaris. Ooh, inari. Inari's pretty sweet, though. Zuka says, I forgot we had that rule in the first place. Skylar says, it's been a while since we did Reddit stories. Yeah, it's been a month because of my Japan hiatus. Zhang says, I don't know why people do all these controlling things in the disguise of love and wanting the best for them. If you love someone, give them your trust. They're not your doll to dress up. I can't believe Shane is in a relationship with. I forgot her name, but yeah, Courtney. I can't believe, dude. No, don't even say he's in a relationship. He is married. Shane Top is married. He's a married man. Zuka says, bro, Anthony with a mustache is new to me. That's kind of how I felt when Shane had a mustache. Okay. Dave says, yeah, I love eating garlic with just salt. That's how I like spicy food. I enjoy garlic too. Raw garlic is pretty yummy. Jed says, I'm not really sure at this point. I've thought about moving countries, but I don't know if that's just me because wanting to leave to do what I want because I really want it rather than it being truly what to do. Well, the only way you will know is to do it. Like, don't hold yourself back with like, what if this is not really what I want? You won't know until you do it. And you can't know what you don't know. You know? I've always shipped them, so I'm so happy. Same! I've always shipped them. Garlic bread plus mushroom soup is top tier, Square says. Agreed. That is a based comment. Very, very based.
Whole, the brand here is friendship.
Yeah, friendship always wins.
That's right.
Be rooted in friendship.
That's right.
Friendship.
Well, so a lot of these stories have to do with friendship. Some of them probably in a positive way. Probably a lot of them going in a bad direction.
Well, I know firsthand friendship can be this way, and then it could be that way, and they could come back.
That's
you
true.
know?
That's
Yeah,
true.
So maybe they're in their middle phases here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see if these.
You can try looking for a job overseas. If you want like a fast way to go out of country, you can just apply for a working vacation. It won't pay a lot, but it pays enough for you to be out of the country, like relatively quickly. That would be my advice to you. Because that's what my cousins did, and it worked out for them. They did end up migrating. Most of them ended up migrating and they started out with a vacation working like, and it's not like hard work. Sorry, it's not like qualification work. It's like work where it's like picking apples or like using like warehousing stuff. You know what I mean? But you get to experience leaving your home country and having like a legitimate visa to be in a different place.
These friendships are gonna work out or not.
Okay.
And let's just hop right in.
We're friends.
Yeah, friendship.
Friendship bros. Tattoo brothers.
I can relate.
Yeah, relatable.
Yeah.
Okay, first story. This comes from Legal Advice. Sat down on my friend's MacBook and broke it. Offered to pay her the money for it, but now she wants more because she was upgrading anyway. So it's this or she will sue me in small claims court.
If your friend is willing to sue you over something like that, that's not your friend. You don't need a friend like that. That's an enemy. Don't even talk about enemy. That is like a terrible friend. I would not. I would drop that person as a friend so fast. So fast.
What?
I had some of my friends over at my house, and one of my friends invited one of her other friends to come over. She had her MacBook on my couch when I sat on it and broke it. Since it was completely my fault, I offered to pay her the money for it, and she agreed. She got it 3 years ago, and it cost $2,200 at the time. I told her I'd wire her the money in a week to her bank account. She's now emailed me saying that as per our conversation, she's expecting the $2,700 that I have agreed for. I didn't know why she added the extra money, so I got her number from my friend and called her to find her telling me she's now expecting me to pay for her new upgraded MacBook since she was upgrading anyway. She said if I don't agree to it, that she'll be suing me in small claims court. Can a judge agree to that? Should I wire her the $2,200 or should I just tell her to go sue me? Location is California.
Exactly, Zuko. Who needs
Whoa.
friends
End
when
of
you
the
have this kind of enemies?
That's well, okay. So it sounds like this is a little bit off of the friendship
Zuko
stuff.
says Shane
'cause
is
this
married to
someone she
Courtney
sort of
allegedly
knows.
because I
Newer
still can't
friends.
believe
Yeah,
it.
newer
They are.
friend.
They are actually
But
married.
It's more about just like
They went on a
the
podcast
like,
to talk about it.
logistics of that. I mean, if someone broke my MacBook, the most that I would expect, and I feel like depending on the circumstances, I'd be like, it's okay, but you'd expect to get the money that it was worth,
Right.
no more than that.
Yeah.
I also feel like if they went to small claims court, that's exactly what the judge would say. Because
I hope so.
this person didn't damage
I sure
a new
hope
MacBook,
so.
they damaged an old one. And if you're a sane person, this person if someone broke my laptop, I was planning on upgrading, and if they were someone who was comfortable enough
Dude,
financially
if they're
to do that,
paying
I'd be
the
like, okay,
full
sure,
price
thanks,
for
then
a
I'll just pay for
MacBook,
the
it's
difference on
already a
upgrading
lot because
anyway.
like
I'm not mad about this laptop. That's
you,
great.
the technology
anything,
like
that MacBook's
depreciates
not
over
worth
time.
what it was
Exactly.
years ago.
Yeah.
You're already
Almost-
getting more.
You're about to buy a new one anyways. You'd maybe like, this is me, and if I knew it was truly an accident and I felt bad, I'm like, I don't want to make someone pay. I'd be like,
Right.
I'd maybe go to the Apple store and be like, how much would I have gotten if I traded this in?
Right.
Probably would have been like 1,000.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I want to make
And
them
then I'd
pay
have
the
been like,
full
hey, can
price.
can
You know what I
spot me
mean?
that 1,000?
I am so caught up on two things. One, the MacBook was a get together.
I'm so sorry, but Anthony with the mustache looks like he lives in a
It
trailer.
seems like a setup.
He has a trailer look.
Setup.
I do think this is more of a conspiracy theory. I do think
Square
there's a lot of
says,
people who
Jet,
are
hope
very,
you
like,
got used to the time.
advantageous
Yeah.
of,
Do
like,
what
where
you're
it's like,
passionate
oh,
about.
here's
Work
an
can just be
opportunity for me
work
to
or working
squeeze
towards your
something out of
goals. So
Learn about
depending
capitalizing.
on your
Yeah, like,
direction,
that's- I do
on
think
the
there are
direction you
people
want
like
to go in
that.
life, hope you
Whether-
find
I
that
mean, that's
spark.
what it seems to be here, because like you're looking to get $500
Yeah.
extra. Out
You're
of
willing to
something.
sue someone.
Yang says he looks like he owns a
Yeah.
mini fridge
Yeah, I
full
feel
of
like they're
beers.
bluffing. I think
Exactly.
it's also
He looks
really
like
weird to
that,
be like,
and
"You
he
agreed
lives
to
in a
pay
trailer,
this."
and he has a
Oh, but
pit bull.
If you don't agree to this, I'm gonna sue you. It's like, so what did we agree on in the first place?
Right.
Like it is very silly, and they wouldn't hold. They would be a waste of money to go to small claims court.
Just says, I would just go
Some
WTF, bro,
comments.
and then
So
go,
this
well,
is
there's
legal
nothing we can
advice.
do,
These are
law.
people giving
And that's the
some good
situation
advice here.
where it's not an
You don't
essential
pay
item
either
for
of those
work or
amounts.
livelihood,
You
but if
pay
I
the
broke my friend's
depreciated
shit,
value
if I
of the
can't pay for
MacBook
shit,
as of the day
I'm gonna
your
have
butt
to do
sat
something
on it.
else for
And
them.
not
Like,
a dime,
need me to do
not a
chores,
dime
got it. It
more.
could have been
If she
worse.
wants to upgrade, she can pay for that upgrade, and if she wants to sue, good luck to her. No judge is going to award her more than the MacBook was currently worth.
Wow.
Someone else said, you're pretty
Facts.
nice to be giving her $2,200 anyway. If she
Facts.
sued, she would likely only be entitled to the value of the computer at the time it was broken.
Yep.
Not how much she paid for it 3 years ago.
Exactly.
She's absolutely not entitled to 20.
She's so entitled. This kind of friend is so entitled. Like, you would not want this person as a friend. You know what I mean? But I'm so sorry. I feel like any friend of mine, quotation mark, if my friend broke something that important to me and didn't offer or try to pay me back for the damages, I don't think you're gonna stay my friend. Because I feel like that's a big red flag. That means you have no respect for my belongings. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even talking about money. It's more like the effort. Like, if you don't feel remorseful enough, even if it's an accident, Because usually it's an accident. If you intentionally try to break my shit, you're definitely not my friend. But let's say you accidentally break my shit and you don't try to compensate me or even try to like show remorse through action, I'm gonna know that this person doesn't respect my boundaries in items. You do not respect my belongings. And is that really someone that I want to keep as a friend? No, not really. Because I like to share stuff with my friends. I like to lend my friends things. I like to give a lot to my friends. And if they can't even give back what I would give them, then again, back to that topic earlier, like, I don't want to settle for less than what I will give. Square says, I'm here to say I love the camel appreciating shirt. Jess says, thanks for the encouragement. I'm so sorry that you have depression, Jet, but I just want to say that, like, depression, you can overcome it. Because if you have God on your side, I know it sounds really cheesy, but, like, there is hope. There is hope for you. And there are practical ways to get joy as well. Like, joy is not just a feeling. It's not just like something you get by a miracle. There are ways and lifestyles and patterns and habits that you can build to give yourself moments of joy and happiness. If you can, get a hug from someone. It doesn't matter if it's from a family member. Really get connected. Really feel or put yourself in positions where you can love and be loved. Because loving and being loved is one of the greatest joys in life. If you can't do that socially, go and see something that inspires you. Go out into the world. There's so much beauty in nature. There's so much beauty in art. There's so much beauty in people and things, in science and math. I don't know what it is that you find beautiful or great. But yeah, surround yourself with things like that and think about it. Like, ponder, put your mind on things that are good, that are noble. Ponder on things that make you happy, that make you feel grateful, that make you feel loved, that make you feel amazing, you know? For me, I was telling Apple this. Because, oh my gosh. I don't know, Essa, did you feel this way when Apple said this? Apple said this thing when Essa, me, and Apple were lining up for the Disney rides or USJ. We're in Universal Studios, I think. We were lining up for some rides. I forgot how we got on this conversation topic, but he said something like I just want to be like happy baseline. And I was something along those lines. I don't remember the word for word, but I was kind of like, oh, I think he said something like, I want to be happy for no reason. Or like, I don't want to have a reason to be happy. And I was just like, yeah, that's usually my baseline though. Like, I'm usually happy. And like, right. We were waiting in line for the Mario ride, right? Like, did you find that strange? Or was that just me? I was so sad to hear that. Like, when I heard that, I was just like, that is so sad. Like, are you saying your baseline is sad and depressed? And I think that's the case. Like, after that conversation, on one of the days we went to Shibuya to walk around, we had this conversation again. Like, it was just Apple and I, because Essa was working. We were talking about, like, what is his baseline mood? And he said his baseline mood is nothing, like numb, like numbed out, because it's not easy for him to feel happy. Like, he said, like, he needs, like, there needs to be something that happens for him to be happy. And I was just like, oh, you're depressed. Like, I don't mean that in a like, it's just, that is not how you should be living. I'm not trying to shun you. If that's the way you live and that's how you feel, let me just tell you, like, that is not the only way to live. There is so much life has to offer. There is so much. Like, I pray and I hope that the people who are listening to me right now and people who are in my life will come to reach a point in their life where their baseline is content or their baseline is happiness. Your baseline should be happiness. You shouldn't need a reason to be happy, you know? And to hear that is so painful. Like, it's so sad because, like, there's so many beautiful, joyful things in life. And I was giving him this tip, and this is the tip that I will give you guys, okay? Zhang says, I share the same numb sentiment, but I actually don't mind it. Primo, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you. Essa says, well, for me, I'm just content. Same. For me, it's not really content. It's more like I'm just in a good mood, usually. Even if I'm in a bad mood, it's not like bad where it's like, oh my, I'm miserable. It's more like, oh, you know, eh. Jiang says, because it makes me treasure the moments when I'm happy. That's great. So Apple asked me, how am I so happy? Or how am I so joyful? And I told him, like, I trained my brain to think about moments that make me happy. To the point where it becomes, like, I've done it so many times intentionally that now it is, like, unconscious effort. So, like, let's say I'm, like, chilling, I'm sitting on the train, I'll just start laughing, or I'll just, okay, not laughing, like, in a weird way, but it's more like I'll just remember something that made me happy, and I'll be happy. Like, my baseline, like, if I'm, like, normal, usually I'm, like, chilling, I'm just enjoying the present, and then something in my present will spark up a memory that made me happy in the past, and I would just be like, haha, remember the time when blah blah blah, or like, and it would make me happy. And then that, or I would intentionally look for things that make me happy in my present. So when we're walking through Shibuya, I was like, oh, you know what makes me happy? Seeing people doing life, or seeing pretty things like flowers. Seeing flowers make me really happy. So, like, just looking at flowers just make me happy. I'm in a good mood, you know? Like, it's not hard to put me in a good mood because, like, I've trained my mind to look for things that make me happy. And then I told him, if it's hard for you to be baseline happy, I challenge you to ponder on things that make you happy. Like, to intentionally bring to your forefront, to your mind, to your memory, things that make you happy. Moments and memories that make you happy. And when I asked him to tell me what memories or what moments make him happy, he took like 20 minutes to give me an answer. Like, it took him so long to think of a happy memory. And I'm just like, that is the thing. That is how you train your brain to be happy. Like, just keep doing it until, if I tell you happy moment, you can just pull it out, like, within like 10 seconds, you know? Like, I would say, like, that is one of the best advice I can give if you want to be, like, joyful or happy in life. Like, just train your brain or train yourself to be aware of happy moments or pockets of joy in life, you know? Right, Sophie? Right, baby? Anyways. Oh. Okay. Hold up. My baby girl is sleeping in my lap. Anyways, yeah. Cold says, oh my gosh, Cold, it's been a minute. How are you, Cold? Cold says, wait, train your brain? What if brain is not found? Well, I can help you on that. I'm sorry.
2,700 just because she wants something nicer. Lastly, someone said, I'm not even sure you are liable. She put a computer in a place for sitting.
Welcome back, Seth. I'm back and boiled.
You would owe the depreciated value. Check eBay and
Welcome
Craigslist postings so you have a value to argue. That's
Yeah.
interesting. That it's like, it's in the line of my butt.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
This is where it's.
Yeah, I didn't sit on it. My butt sat on it.
Yeah.
And you put it there where my butt goes.
Just as
right.
the
We
know
only
butts
time
go-
I've ever
You can
felt
also,
all
like,
my
you can
emotions
just go, if it was a, like,
at once or in dreams, and I'm always left empty moment I wake up. Aww. I get it. I get it. Jiang says, wait, Tifa, if you feel happy all the time, how can you have moments feel special? Oh, I can. Because I think happiness and elation is different. There's times where I'm like super happy, you know, okay, I think there's a difference between happiness and joy. My baseline is joy and content, and then happy comes and goes. Skylar says it's probably gonna sound weird, but personally, it's just uncomfortable to think of happy things all the time. Why though? Like, why is it uncomfortable for you to be happy? Are you guilty of being happy? Or do you feel guilt when you, or shame, or condemnation, or something? Square says Frankenstein the detective. Jan says, oh, okay, yep. Well, I kind of understand, Jet. Like, when I was depressed, Jiang says that I'm joyful most of the time. Yeah! Jiang, are you a streamer? Do you stream, Jiang? I feel like I vibe with you real hard. I would love, if you stream, I would love to watch your streams. You share my brain cell. I spend my day mostly looking forward to things in my life. Yeah, I feel that. Maybe not really looking forward to things. I spend my days just enjoying my present. Like, and if there's nothing enjoyable in my present, I will try to find ways to make it enjoyable. That's the kind of person I am. Yeah, Jet, if you don't mind, like, really do, if you're Christian, I don't know if you're Christian or not. If you are Christian, ask God, like, please set me free. You don't even have to say, please set me free, but you can just tell him, I want joy. I want hope. Can you give me hope and joy in life? And set me free from depression in Jesus' name. Just pray that simple prayer. I'm telling you, there is power in faith and there is power in words. And for me personally, I used to be so depressed where, like, I didn't want to be happy. Because whenever I was happy, I would be left with terrible emptiness the moment I'm unhappy. Like happiness was so fleeting that, like, I would be afraid of being happy because the moment I'm happy, the crash after the happiness is so bad. Like, it's so bad and so miserable that like I think whenever I was happy, I would always be like apprehensive of the drop because, like, it never lasted long. But that was because I didn't know what joy was. Like, I only knew what happiness was, and I knew happiness was fleeting, and my baseline was depression. But when I found out, when God gave me joy, and I learned to live with joy, depression is not my baseline no more. Depression is like a malady that I never want to go back to. It's like a past I cannot return to because it was terrible, and I can't return to it even if I wanted to because I'm so filled with joy now, and it's great. Skyler says, nah, it just sounds too good. Sometimes being happy for too long always makes it harder to deal with it when bad things happen. It's a bad habit, but it's not like I drown in misery or anything. Tiff just explained what I said so clearly. Yeah, that is depression. I understand it because I went through that where it was just so painful to be happy. It was miserable because I didn't know what joy was, and I had to learn what joy was. I had to I had to ask God to free me from depression, like to free me from the shackles of depression and anxiety and despair to be where I am now. And it works for me, okay? And I'm telling you, if it works for me, I don't see why it can't work for you. And if it doesn't work for you, at least you tried, you know? But I am pretty sure, 99% sure that it will work if you genuinely give Jesus a shot. Not literally, but like just give God a chance to set you free from depression, to give you joy, and to show you what life is meant to be like. And if it doesn't work out, at least you tried, right? If you want practical advice, there's tons of practical advice. One is exercise, touch grass, okay? Touching grass, dopamine, go burr, okay? Exercise, dopamine, burr. Getting a hug, dopamine, burr. Accomplishing something that you're proud to accomplish, dopamine, burr. Practicing gratitude, dopamine, burr, alright? Skylar says it's more like a lingering natural reaction from back then. I'm still gonna need time to adapt, I guess. In your case, like, yeah, definitely time, amazing. But also, you have the authority to, what's the word? You have the authority to release the shackles of depression in Jesus' name. You have the authority, because you have a mouth. You have a voice. You can speak. You're not mute. There's power in your words, right? If you believe in your heart and you confess with your lips, not just that Jesus is Lord, but if you confess with your lips that you are free in Jesus' name from depression, from anxiety, from despair, and joy belongs to you, it will be yours. It is yours. Square says, give him a shot, gets his gun. Damn. I was thinking alcohol shot, but yeah, I guess a gun is a different direction too. Anyways, I'm super happy right now because my puppy is sleeping in my lap and my hand is getting sweaty, but I'm not gonna move it because she's sleeping. She's using my hand as a pillow. So I'm gonna be stuck here for a while until she wakes up. Oh my gosh, I love her though. You know what's so funny? After like teaching and raising Sophie for a week, I went to my grandma's house today and I saw the toddler. There's a toddler. Dude, I swear, if you can train a puppy, you can train a human being. Training a toddler is so easy in comparison to training a puppy. I don't know what my aunt is doing. My aunt is a babysitter for the toddler, by the way. The toddler is like 1 years old, 1.5 years old. She was like so worried that he was gonna run outside because the door was open. I was like, girl, he ain't a puppy. He has a brain. So I told the toddler, close the door. Go close the door. He went and closed the door. Okay? He's such a good boy. He's such a good kid. And then my aunt was just standing there like, oh my gosh, he closed the door. He knows how to close the door. I'm like, yeah, he's a human being. He's not a dog. Like, if my dog knows to come inside, like if I can train my dog to tell her, come inside, don't go outside, and she will obey, a human being is way easier because they have better comprehension than a dog, okay? So I was telling my cousin, oh my gosh, compared to a toddler, compared to a kid, this is so easy. Because honestly, having a puppy is so hard. People are always like, oh my gosh, it's so hard having a kid. Babies, all tiring. Don't get me wrong, I do think having a baby is definitely really tiring because they're like constantly awake and their sleep schedule be wacky. But it can't be as bad as, you know, trying to stop a dog from biting your ankles constantly, or like pulling plastic from their mouth, or making sure they don't chew up your wires. At least a baby human ain't going to be drawing blood because they bit me too hard or something. They're not gonna be like eating my electrical appliances, you know what I mean? Like, it's still, I feel like a baby is hard, but like still in the realms of doable because puppy has given me a lot of experience. Seth says my sleep schedule wacky. I can see why people use puppies as training for children, because I know like 2 married couples who get dogs. They got a puppy to prepare themselves to see if they're ready for parenthood. And like, now that I have my own puppy, I will 100% say having a puppy is so good for parenthood because it really tests your patience. Like, and not just your patience, but like your ability to sacrifice. Because I feel like true love is sacrifice. If you're able to sacrifice your time, your money, your energy on something else, on someone else who may never pay you back, you know, that is a very good sign of to prove that you are ready for shit, I guess, for love. I don't know. Cause I know my Fifi will never what's the word? Yeah, you know what? Cross that out. I don't know where I'm going with that thought. I'm just gonna end it right there.
Apple product, you could just go on their site and check the value, the trade-in value for your product just by putting in the information.
No wacky
Right.
sleep schedule
And that's
too.
the second thing I was caught up on. It's like, why does she now decide that this $2,200 MacBook that is, you know, not worth that now? Why is it now worth $2,700? Because she had the plan to someday in the future upgrade? Where does that logic even line up?
I would be worried that this person was like, wow, OP is willing to give me $2,200. They must have a lot of money. Maybe they should give me more.
Yeah. No, someone
Isn't ideal.
like
2,200 is a
that's
lot.
a very lucky situation that if someone
That's like
did accidentally break your
2,200.
laptop and they're immediately
That's
like,
crazy.
Oh, I'll give you $2,200 for it. It's like,
That's a lot.
I think if I'm the type that if someone offers like that quickly, that nice, I'm more likely to be like, hey, it's all good, or like something. Obviously, I'm not someone who's in a financial bind, but I don't know. That's a very kind thing for them to offer.
Also, I'm like, maybe it,
Can I just say, my past self, like me from like 4 years ago, I had a friend who is no longer my friend, by the way, but she ruined, quote unquote, accidentally. She accidentally ruined one of my belongings, and she refused to pay it back. So like and she purposely asked me to lend it to her too, and she ruined it under the belief that she was improving it. And when I told her she ruined it, she was like, "Oh, I'll pay you back," but she never did, and she felt like sorry was enough. And because of that, I thought that that was normal. I was under the assumption that like, oh, if my friend ruins something that belongs to me, I shouldn't expect them to pay me back. So recently, like a couple, like last year, one of my friends was driving my car and he damaged my car on accident. He accidentally hit the barrier in the parking lot, and so my car got a really bad dent. And honestly, I thought he wasn't gonna pay me back. I was just like, oh, it's okay. I'll call repair guy. I'll figure it out. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, the repairs are gonna cost me a lot. And I asked him like, can you pay like half of the repairs? Because I thought I was gonna pay for the repairs. I was under the impression that I have to pay for the damages that this friend of mine did to my car because it's my car. And so I was like, hey, look, I'm not expecting you to pay for the full damages. Can you just at least pay half of the damages? Because the damage was really bad, and I don't think I have the money to pay for the full thing. And then my friend was like, what the fuck do you mean pay for half? I'm paying for the whole damage. I'm the one who did this. Like, I'm paying for the damages. And I remember getting culture shock. I was kind of looking at my friend as if he grew two heads, and I was just like, huh? You're gonna pay for the damages? Like, you don't have to. Like, I'm not asking you to pay for the damages. You just have to pay for half of it. And he was like, the fuck? No. Like, I damaged your car. I pay for it. Like, I have, like, and it's not like he's rich, by the way, okay? He's just very responsible, has a lot of integrity. So, in the end, he did pay for the damages, and I was honestly so shocked. Because I was just like, this is the first time, to my knowledge, where a friend has damaged or lost something that belongs to me and has paid me back for it in full. And this friend of mine was saying like, "Dude, you have shitty friends. Like, damn you. Like, this is the bare minimum. I don't like Tiff. Like, this is the bare minimum. I don't understand. Like, you have shitty friends." I was just like, man, you're right. I do have shitty friends. I've been allowing people to treat me like crap, and I thank God for this friend because like if that didn't happen and he didn't give me this experience, I think I would have carried on in my adult life just allowing people to get away with shit like that. Square says your puppy ulterior motives. Imagine accidentally saying to your child to sit and she has a thing for dog treatment. Oh man, that's weird though. Look, I don't kink shame. If my partner wants me to treat them like a dog, sure, I guess. I don't really get pleasure from it, I think. I don't know. I've never tried. But I'm not against it. But it's a totally different story if it's my kid. I don't want to do anything like that with my kid. That's really weird. That is jail. Jail behavior. Prison behavior. Yeah, it was a good friend. He's a really good friend. Like, I 100% believe that like he is such a safe guy. I would wingman the shit out of him if he was available. Because like that to me is integrity. That to me is like this guy is less likely to cheat because like he has an integrity. Because I was really insistent of him just paying half. And there are so many people I know that would have just caved and just paid half. But like he was like, no, I'm gonna pay for the full amount. And I was just like, oh man, this guy has morals. You know, he has his own moral compass. He has standards for himself, and he's willing to live by those standards even when it inconveniences him. So I don't have a shadow of doubt in my mind that this guy has capability of being very loyal. But he's not on my radar because, like, honestly, I'm like his teacher. That's kind of weird. I don't date my students. Square says, sure, choke on my water. What? What? What are you saying?
It is their fault if they like cannonballed on it. Like,
Good
how
says
did you
that should be
destroy
common
an
sense.
entire laptop? You didn't just break the top, like, you didn't just break the screen. I feel like
It was already broken.
yeah. It was already broken. It was a
I'm
crack.
gonna say, like, laptops are pretty sturdy. I dropped my work laptop recently, open-faced, down onto the concrete.
Holy
like
shit!
I literally, it fell out of my hands here and went like open face, bam, and it was fine.
What?
Yeah, wow, that's
100% fine. I'm a little shocked. I guess when it's flat, it's more likely the screen. But I'm like, is it not fixable at all?
I'm actually surprised you did that. That's something I would do.
I never drop shit.
Yeah.
I rarely drop shit, and this was bad, and I was lucky.
And I think we need to cut to the footage of us right now immediately testing how hard we could sit on laptops.
Cannonballing on
Cannonballing on them, diving on them.
I don't think that laptop could break. I'm gonna need to see OP's ass. I'm gonna need to understand if that's really
I need to see the Marquez Brownlee video. He's cannonballing onto laptops, you know, make that.
Yeah, but seriously, like, I feel like I was gonna upgrade anyway is usually what you say when you don't need the money.
Right, yeah, that's usually like, oh, it's fine.
That's
I
right.
was gonna upgrade anyway.
Yeah.
I was gonna upgrade anyway, so give me more.
So give me the price of the new computer I wanted to buy.
Also, I think just threatening to sue is such a shitty thing to do. And also suing for something of this sort, it's like, dude.
Oh
You're in
man.
the friend group, right?
Fam, friends don't sue each other, okay? That's a bad friend. Come on.
Also, suing is going to end up just costing you both more money.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to then hire lawyers. Like, what do you...
That's why I think it's a bluff.
Maybe small claims court, you wouldn't... They would.
Like, I'm taking you to Judge Judy.
It's like, dude, just don't waste... like, that's so much time to waste.
Yeah.
Over, for them... $500 that they technically weren't even owed. This is a really shitty person. But we have an update.
Oh.
Whoa.
I did some research specifically for repairing the screen for the MacBook, and for her particular model, it's around $310 for the screen plus labor costs. So I wrote her back saying that since she didn't accept my initial offer of $2,200, I'm withdrawing that offer and offering to pay for the repair cost. She sent me an email calling me a bitch and that she's going to take me to court. That'll
Okay.
be great. Okay, that'll help you in court.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Judge, they called me a bitch and then said they would take me to court.
Okay.
I got served a few days later and went to court.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
Oh, shit, it happened.
Oh, they actually went to court. What the heck? If you don't pay attention, I posted some of my art from Paint in the art channel. I'll check it out after the stream, okay, Dave?
Did it. Was not a
Wait.
bluff.
I want to see that transcript.
I need to see this. Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, I want to
went
see the
down.
Oh my god,
transcript.
that's probably public access. It's California too.
Oh, this is
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I'm gonna find it.
Okay.
I told the judge I gave her three options to
Damn.
choose from. Either to write her a check for a brand new one, which was $2,200, get her a refurbished one from Apple or a third party or even used, which would be around $1,400. Or 3, fix her current MacBook since the screen is the only thing affected here, and it would cost around $300 plus money for labor. So the laptop's not broken.
Yeah.
The screen is
It's just
broken.
a
That's
screen.
a completely different thing.
Completely different.
That's so stupid.
You can repair a screen.
Yeah, no, if it's like I only owe you to.
Square
the
says, but
screen.
imagine
I only
suing your
broke the
friend because
screen,
you
so
both want
that's
to
all I
learn
owe you
about the
for.
experience of court
I
and just
printed-
want the drill of the fight. But then you will communicate that. You will communicate. And also, well, I wouldn't do that with a friend. I'll do that over a situation where I actually need to sue someone, you know? Of all the things to go to court for, Dave says, if you guys don't mind, I'll draw in the background, lurking and chat out. Thank you for the lurk, Dave. Thank you.
Printed out the email I sent her.
It is so
and
stupid.
the
You'll be
mail she sent back
surprised by
refusing the
how many
$2,700
people
and calling
lack
me a
common
bitch,
sense.
And saying we'll go to court, plus screenshots for the price quotes from different websites for a new/refurbished and screen fix for her particular model, and gave it to the judge. I also told him that when I offered to get her a new one from the Apple store, she said, "No, I want the money in cash."
Whoa.
Give me
Oh,
a
she's
break.
nasty.
When I told her I'd give her $2,200 for a new one, she said okay, but later came asking for $2,700 because she wanted to upgrade. I tried to show him how it's clearly visible that she's trying to take advantage of me.
Yeah.
She gave the judge an attitude almost the whole time, which really pissed off the judge.
She's really
and helped my
entitled.
case, I guess. After listening to both of us, he ruled that I pay 50% of the repair cost since she negligently left her laptop on the couch.
Let's
so I'll
go.
only be paying no more than $200 to $250 for
Let's
the whole thing. If it weren't for you guys, I
go.
would have paid $2,200 instead of around $200. And I honestly loved her look at the end as we walked out.
Let's go. Legal
Let's
slave.
go.
I
Just as
think
who knows, they
entitled
might be
people
anime
really-
levels of
they-
crazy
I
friends.
guess in their worldview, like even the courts are gonna
Common
like,
is
just be there to
uncommon
serve
nowadays.
them, and you
I
don't
feel
realize-
I feel bad for judges. Imagine the amount of cases, like bullshit cases, you have to hear as a judge. That's rough.
it's like no man, like
Yeah, let's
Oh
freaking
my
go.
God, I would
It is
love
a
to see
happy
the transcript
ending.
for that.
that's so.
I
like,
feel
"Hey,
sorry for that
judge,
friend
you
and
are a
judge. They
bitch."
wasted so much time. They got a good learning
Oh,
experience.
man.
Just gonna throw a curveball.
OP
I'm
got a
no,
good
they weren't-
learning
yeah, so they
experience, in
deserve
my opinion.
2,700.
Yeah.
They
oh
deserve
my
that.
God.
They deserve that.
Yeah.
Well, that was delicious.
That was tasty, little morsel.
Thank you for the appetizer.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop into this next story. Here we go. This comes from Am I the Asshole?
Uh-oh, okay.
Am I the asshole for kicking my boyfriend's girl best friend out of my Halloween party because of her costume?
Okay.
Spicy,
I
okay.
hope there's pics.
All right.
Hi, everyone. I'll cut to the chase. I, a 19-year-old woman, had a Halloween party over the weekend. I invited my boyfriend, who's 21, and a
Okay.
bunch of our friends over, including his girl best friend.
Huh.
I will call her Agatha. My boyfriend and I had decided to dress up as Peter Pumpkin Eater. If you haven't seen the costume, the guy wears a shirt that says Peter, and the girl dresses as a pumpkin because, well, you know.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh,
I was pretty
that's
excited just
cute.
because I thought it was funny and a cute costume. Agatha texted me the night before the party and asked what my costume was going to be. I
Oh.
explained the couple's costume my boyfriend and I would be wearing.
Oh, she
and
is a
replied
snake.
That she would probably just
Oh.
come as a sexy cat. Fast
Okay.
forward to the night of the party. Everyone is having fun and it's a nice time. Well, it was until Agatha walked in dressed as a pumpkin. She
She's a
went over-
snake. She's a snake. Girl best friend. Oh, the moment I heard girl best friend, I was like, red flags. Okay. No, if a girl, don't even say girl. If a girlfriend refers to someone as a girl best friend, something's up. Okay. Something's kind of up. This is a snake. So on purpose. You know what I freaking hate? This is an anti-girl, okay? She is not a girl's girl. She is an anti-girl's girl. She's anti-girl. She is I hate women squad. She is I am against women and I must destroy women at all costs. All dignity and self-respect must leave out the door. She's that kind of lady. Alright? Big red flag. Dave says that red flag is even larger than the flag hanging in Moscow, Kremlin during 1921 to 1991. Good night, Seb. I'm getting sleepy, so I'm gonna go to bed. Bye-bye. Oyasumi. Thank you for the sub again, Seb. Arigato. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you, thank you. But yeah. Zuka says, I actually have an uncle that graduated from law school and became a lawyer. I can imagine all the BS cases that he gets hired to do in the future. Good luck to your uncle. But yeah, that best friend, not a girl's girl. I know of girl best friends who don't like guys, but like they will have male best friends. But the moment their male best friend gets a girlfriend, they magically fall in love with their best friend. Like, apparently there are girls out there, I call them anti-girls, okay? There are girls out there who are only attracted to men who have a boyfriend. A girlfriend. They're only attracted to guys who are taken. And my sister was explaining this to me because I met a girl like that, okay? One of my acquaintances, she's not my friend, one of my acquaintances started hitting on my boyfriend only after he became my boyfriend in the past. And I remember telling my sister, like, what the hell is, like, why is this so weird? Like, before I started dating my ex, like, she didn't give a shit. But all of a sudden, now that I'm dating him, like, he's suddenly the most attractive person to her or something. And my sister was explaining to me, like, oh, there's a lot of girls like that. There's a lot of girls who only find taken men attractive because it's like, oh, if a pretty girl or if a girl likes this guy enough to date him, then he must have some value or worth. But let's say if he was single and like this girl like breaks up with him, then they're no longer attracted to them. They no longer like them. So yeah, that girl best friend sounds like one of those anti-girls. Good Day says, I've never met anyone like that and hopefully never will. Fingers crossed. I really hope you don't, because you, for some reason. And okay, if you're a guy, please, for the love of God, if your girlfriend tells you, hey, I don't really like your girl best friend, can you please give them the benefit, sorry, can you please like listen to them? I agree, you should give the girl best friend the benefit, like the benefit of the doubt, especially if you guys have a history. But it actually takes a lot for a girl to, especially a girlfriend, to out herself and tell the boyfriend or her boyfriend, hey, your girl best friend makes me uncomfortable. If your girlfriend says that, there's probably a reason she's saying that. Women's intuition is really good. I'm not saying all women have this intuition. Some of them are just insecure, and it's up to you to discern whether or not she's speaking of insecurity or if she can see something that you don't see, you know.
And hugged my boyfriend.
Oh god.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
I
god.
swear the room went silent. I was pissed. I asked if I could speak with her privately, and we went into my bedroom. I asked why she chose that costume since she knew the details of the joint costume between my boyfriend and I.
I'm sorry, they're in pumpkin costumes, by the way.
They're both
A very serious conversation amongst pumpkins.
I was supposed to be the pumpkin.
Okay,
Can I
sorry.
talk to you in the patch? Can I talk to you in the patch?
Today says the stream is very educational to me. Aw, I'm
She
glad.
said she didn't see the big deal and thought it would be a better group costume. I told her I didn't think it was funny and I would prefer that she change. I offered her a witch costume that she could borrow for the night. She turned red and started to yell that I don't get to control what she wears. I told her that she was disrespecting my relationship by insinuating that my boyfriend and her have sex. She kept screaming about how it was funny and I needed to lighten up. I ended up asking her to leave. She stormed out of the house and I returned to the party. The mood had shifted and the night felt ruined. My boyfriend agrees that she crossed the line and
Yes.
is planning on cutting her off completely.
Thank you! Thank you! Green flag! Green flag. That guy, if he actually lives up to it, he is a green flag. He is a keeper. Keep your boyfriend, okay? Keep freaking pumpkin eater man, whatever his name is. Jet says, yeah, I think that's a possibility of why they do that. Women's intuition is really good unless they're your mom, then everyone's scared of them. Let's go. Let's go.
But a few of our friends are saying that I was being dramatic and I should have let her stay.
No,
I
those
guess I'm just
friends,
wondering,
nah.
Am I the asshole?
Nah. No,
I
you're
thought
not.
this was
You set
by the
boundaries.
title,
Yeah.
You offered a different costume. That girl wasn't having it. She's not your friend. She's not your friend. And honestly, anyone who's friends with her and wants to remain friends with her, have fun. Have fun. She's so valid.
this was gonna go
So
way
valid.
Yeah.
I thought it was about
Let's
to be
go,
like
boyfriend. Let's
hey,
go.
Don't work something you're feeling. I don't like that. But
Please
that
be
is
no
interesting
update
when
other
you
than this.
join in on
Don't
someone's
want the
couple's
update to be the
costume without
BF failing.
asking.
Facts.
That's weird.
And it's only because you had insider knowledge.
Yes, yes.
Right?
And
Wasn't
then
like
you
an
also
Honestly,
lied
yeah.
and said, I'm gonna come as
The fact that this girl asked what the costume is very sus. Like, that to me is like, huh, why are you asking? My intuition would have already been like, huh, you're... Like, if she's asking for my costume, that's fine. But if she's asking for me and my boyfriend's costume and she knows that we're doing a couple costume, that's weird.
a sexy cat.
Yeah.
You come as a
Yeah.
Because
And
of the
it's
context.
fact
There's
that
like context
that
to it, you know?
conversation could have gone so many ways, and this friend.
If there's an
doubled
update
down
for
and
this, I
then
want it to be
started
karma for the
screaming,
snake, Zuko says.
Screaming and yelling, and I
This
think
says
that the
also it's her
friends who
place, so
think
she kind of
that
gets to kick
he
them out whenever she
overreacted
wants to.
Don't know how
Exactly.
this friend spoke to her.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah, it's
the
her
OP
party.
was overreacting. I think the friend was overreacting.
It's her Halloween party.
Yeah, I think the friends probably also must have not known the full story about how she had told her what she was dressing as, and then she came as the same thing.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
like,
maybe
the fact that the
misunderstanding.
boyfriend was ready to cut this friend out. Girl best friend is a high title from a boyfriend, you know?
Intense.
Yeah.
So clearly, like, there might have been some other stuff going on. Like, I wonder what he felt about the
That's
situation in
true.
general.
It does feel just very disrespectful to the girlfriend. Like, it
Yeah.
just feels like a disrespectful move. And the insinuation of that costume.
Oh my gosh, you know what's a red flag? A red flag is if your partner allows your friends to disrespect you. Or if your partner doesn't stand up for you in front of his friends. His or her friends. I feel like that is such a red flag. And that tells me a lot. That's why I love meeting my friends' friends. Because when I want to get to know someone, I just hang out with their friends, and that tells me a lot, you know? Scar says, love Anthony's hands tattoos. Dude, his tattoos are sick. I think he's one of, like, my favorite tattoo people. Like, out of all the people I know that have tattoos, he's one of, like, the people that I really like his tattoos. I would never want his tattoos personally, but I think his tattoos are sick. They wrap around his whole body, by the way.
It's a little
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
It's like as if like you and I did like a corpse bride,
It's so
and
cool.
then someone else showed up as a bride as
Right.
well, and knowing that.
it is weird. It's especially given the context of like not telling her, not like if you want to ask, but it's still just strange. I could never comprehend knowing someone's doing.
I
a
heard
couple's
that it
costume,
wraps
being like,
around
"Hey, can I
his
join in on
legs
your
and
couple's
his
costume?"
ear,
I
though.
feel a
Like, it
little
goes up to
weird
his
about
neck.
Especially if it's based on a sexual innuendo.
Yes, exactly.
Like, I think he
No,
mentioned it in the
it'd be different
podcast.
If, like, I don't know. There's a lot of if people were coming as like, oh, we're gonna be Teletubbies, and I'd be like, oh, can I join in and be another Teletubby?
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
very specific
Yeah.
to like,
Yep.
oh, a sexual,
Literally.
like romantic relationship type.
I've
of
never
show.
seen him naked,
Yeah.
but I've heard
The
him talk
comments
about
here.
it.
Not the asshole. If he doesn't cut her off, you need to reevaluate your relationship. She obviously wants in his pants. Either he puts up with that.
My
or
reaction
he
was
kicks her
Courtney's
to the
face
curb.
just now, too.
Same
I
goes
had
for
the
these friends
same
calling you
face as
dramatic.
her.
How would they like it if it happened to them? OP said he is planning on cutting her off completely. I was just a little hesitant, honestly, because this is the first time she's ever done something like this, and she has never shown interest before. But I'm leaving it up to him, and that will show how much he values our relationship. Someone else said some girl best friends don't actually want the guy, but want to prove to themselves that they can get him.
That's
if
what I
they
mean!
want.
That's what I mean! That's what I mean! they don't actually want him. They just want him because they're taken. And honestly, girls like that scare me. It's so mean. It's so cruel. I think it's so cruel.
She seems like one of those people.
She's a home
if she was
wrecker.
yelling at you at your own party, then you
Home
were
wrecker.
justified in asking her to leave. Friends should always respect their friends'
Jess
relationships.
says, why do I feel like that girl
Lastly,
best friends
someone
is
said,
one of
"Nope,
those
not the
women
asshole.
that
She
felt
did this
like
on
this
purpose
is their
and was
only form
testing
of
me to see
validation?
what she could get away with. She found out that she
No,
couldn't get away
there are girl best friends that are actually girl besties. And not girl besties in disguise that want to get in your pants. You know what I mean? There are girl besties. Like, okay, this is sad. I did have a best friend. I did have a male best friend. And the thing that sucks about living in Asia is that, like, in the US, having opposite gender best friends is normal. It's like chill. You can be friends with the opposite gender. But in Asia, everything is like scrutinized to the point where, like, if you're good friends with a guy, you must be dating or screwing or whatever, you know? So because of that scrutiny, a lot of my male best friends are either gay or taken. And I prefer it that way because whenever I'm besties with a male in Asia, like, things get funky. Like, it's not like it gets funky on my side because I'm used to having male besties, right? But it's more like things get funky on the guy's side because the guy gets like his friends around them or his family members will think that we're a couple, and then that starts to change or shift the way he sees me and sees the relationship, and then it becomes kind of weird, and we have to talk it out. And once you talk it out, it's kind of like, I'm glad we talked it out, but also like now it's changed, you know, because we've talked it out. But I did have this guy bestie who was like single and straight, and we got along really well, and we were very clear in the relationship. Lamau Billie Eilish wish you were gay. We talked about it where before we even became besties, we were like, hey, you know, like, I'm not interested in you like that, and vice versa. And at that time when we got to know each other, he was dating my female best friend. So there's no freaking way I am breaking a girl code to date someone who dated my best friend. You know what I mean? Like, I would never do my bestie dirty like that. That's number one. Number two, I'm not attracted to this person, so like, he was just a friend. So we were besties, right? We were besties for years. We were very good besties. Like, it was very hard to find a straight guy in Asia that I can click with that won't make things weird in a relationship. But when he got a girlfriend a couple years ago, and the girlfriend didn't like me because I was his best friend. And she believed that there's no such thing as a female best friend. So he was forced to like stop being friends with me. And not even forced. Like, I remember before he started dating this girl, like when they were still like before they were a couple, they were just going on dates. He was telling me how I told him like, oh, once you start dating this girl, I don't think we can hang out anymore because like I don't want to like make your girlfriend like insecure or anything, but we can hang out in groups. I told him like we can hang out like with the others, or we can hang out with your girlfriend. Like, I would love to meet the girl that you're dating and we can hang out together. And then he told me that like, oh, his girlfriend, like, we'll call the girl Deb, okay? Deb. He told me that like, oh, Deb is not really that kind of girl. Actually, and then he admitted to me like, actually, Deb doesn't like the idea that we're friends. And I was like, why? We're just friends. Like we've been friends for so long, like, and nothing's happened. And then he told me like, oh, I used to like you, and she knows that, and then I was just like, oh fuck, why do you have to say that? And that was really weird because, you know, like, that was like a confession that came out of, but like I think it was a past confession because he was like, I used to like you, and I was just like, okay, but we're friends now, right? You don't like me that way, and there's no way you like me that way because you're seeing another girl. And honestly, if you did like me that way, we can't be besties. You know, that would be weird. And he was like, yeah, no, like I'm over it now. Like I'm over you. Like we're just besties. We're just friends. But the girl Deb doesn't think that way, so she doesn't want us to be friends anymore. And I said, well, okay, that's kind of sad. And then he told me, oh, but even though she doesn't want us to be friends, like, it doesn't matter because, like, no matter what, I will still be your bestie. We will still be besties. I don't give a shit what she says. Like we are besties because I know we tight and I know that, like, we're just friends and, like, blah, blah, and all this stuff. And I was just like, I told him, like, I don't believe you. Like, I don't believe that we're gonna stay besties after you start dating this girl because there's no way that's gonna happen. Like, if you're telling me already that your soon-to-be girlfriend doesn't like me because of the feelings you had in the past that I was not aware of, that I am now aware of, then obviously I respect her decision. Like, she has every reason to not be comfortable with me being your best friend because of whatever feelings you used to have in the past, even if, like, nothing happened between us, you know? And then he was like, no, like, I still want to hang out with you though, Tiff. Like, I want to be best friends, blah, blah, all this stuff. And then I was just like, look, and then he made me a promise. He promised me that we will stay best friends and that we will still continue. Yeah, I'll get to that. Good. I'll answer that question. He told me that we will still be best friends. Good morning, baby. Good morning, sweetie. Did you have a good sleep? You have a good sleep, baby? Oh, good yawn. That's a good yawn. Your breath smells like dog. I really hate that a lot. Ugh. Do you want to go down? You want to go down, baby? You want to go down? Good morning, give back a stretch. Yeah, let me put you down. I'll put you down. I love you. I love you, baby. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna refill her water bottle. Yeah, so he was saying things like, no, like, I promise you we'll still be besties. We're still gonna hang out. We're gonna be best friends, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, whatever you say. I don't believe you, though. Like, the thing is, I know better. I know, like, I have realistic expectations, right? So, like, I told him, like, look, you can make me all these promises, and if you manage to keep it, that's great. If you don't manage to keep it, I'm not surprised, because I don't have any expectations or hopes in us staying best friends once you start dating this girl for real. Because, I know women, okay? Alright? Like, I know my best friend. My best friend genuinely, when he loves someone, he really loves them. And and that's why he was my best friend, because, like, he really cared for me as a bestie and whatnot, and he's just a good friend to have. But, Sophie, no. But, haha, lo and behold, I was right. Okay, I'm not often wrong. But, when he started dating the girlfriend, I got to meet the girlfriend, by the way, and I was trying to be friends with the girlfriend, but I think the girlfriend, like, hated me. I don't know why. I literally, like, I don't know if it's because she's insecure or something, but it's like I genuinely wanted to be friends with her because, like, I didn't want to, like, I still wanted to keep my best friend as a friend. Not even as a bestie at that point, because I already knew that, like, okay, our relationship is gonna change because of the girlfriend. But I wanted to at least still be able to hang out with the girlfriend, cause I would have loved to get to know the girlfriend and be friends with the girlfriend, and then we can talk shit about my best friend, you know, like, not actual shit, but we can, like, joke about my best friend together or something. You know what I mean? Like, we could be friends. But I think because she was, like, insecure, she did not like me, and then, like, in the end we we're not even friends anymore. We're not even friends anymore. Like, don't even talk about being besties. We don't even talk anymore. Yeah. So to answer your question, Gure, no, we don't talk anymore because yeah. In the first year of him dating, we did talk, like, and we did hang out in groups. Because my personal boundary is I want to respect your girlfriend. And you as a person, you know, but mostly like I want to respect. I'm a girl's girl, all right. I want to respect your girlfriend. I'm not gonna spend alone time with a guy who's taken, all right. And if I am gonna spend time alone with a guy who's taken, I want to make sure the girlfriend is okay with it, and the girlfriend is chill and all Gucci and everything. If she's not Gucci with it, then you know whatever. But yeah, it's kind of sad because like. Yeah, we're like strangers now ish. Yeah. But I think it was for the better because I didn't realize how much this friend of mine liked me. Cause when I started dating my ex, this best friend of mine told me like, "Oh man, I didn't think that you would actually fall in love with someone." And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, you know, I was kind of low-key, like, just like, what the hell? And then he was just like, I mean, I've known you for so many years and you've been single this whole time. And, like, even when people try to, like, get together with you, like, you wouldn't date them. And so I've never seen you in love with someone. Like, I just didn't know that, like, you would meet someone that you would fall in love with and want to date. And then when we were having this conversation, and this was the last time we caught up, by the way. This was the last time I saw this best friend and we had a heart-to-heart. He admitted to me that like that he really, really liked me in the past. And he took a long time to get over me before he started dating Deb. And one of the things that gave him assurance was the fact that like I was single. And so like him finding out that I would be dating someone was really hard on him, which to me was like, that was really messed up. And this is one of the reasons why, as sad as I am to lose this best friend, I am really genuinely sad to lose this friendship because he was such a good friend and we had so many fun memories together. As sad as I am to lose this friend, I realized that like this person had not the healthiest attachment because like why like can you really call them your best friend if you don't want them to date anyone? Like that to me is not really a best friend. That is like a backup plan. I kind of felt that. I don't know if it's just me overthinking things, but like it was weird. That to me is kind of weird that you can't be happy for me to be in a relationship. Like, right? Is it just me? It's not like it's pretty messed up, right? Right? It is really weird. It's like, yeah, I can acknowledge that you have feelings for me, but like if your feelings for me was so strong to the point where you can't be happy for me to be in a relationship, then are you really my friend? Like I genuinely thought you were like a good bestie. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's so weird. Oh my gosh, Peter, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh my gosh, Peter, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Wait, I'm so sorry. Wait, I'm so sorry. Under my chair. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you okay? You okay? Alright, she's okay. Yeah, I have a rolling chair. So like I didn't realize my dog was under my chair. So when I moved my chair, I think it may have rolled over her paw or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know. But yeah, she's okay. She's okay. She's fine. Jiang says, isn't it crazy that if he never said it, you would have never known? Exactly! And the thing is, it's like... And okay, this is the most messed up part. The most messed up part in all this is that he's been... Like, when we caught up, he was dating his girlfriend for almost 2 years. Almost 2 years. And I'm just like... Dude, you have a girlfriend. Like, you cannot... Not even cannot. You should not be having this kind of attachment towards me. When... Especially since you have a partner. You know? Like, you can't... Why can't you be happy then? Like he was telling me that like he is happy that I found someone to like, but he was also like really bitter about it because he was just like I just didn't know that you were capable of, you know, whatever. I don't remember how he worded it. But he did say something along the lines like, I was really in love with you, Tiff. And I was just like, like, you should not be telling me this right now. Especially, not even right now. You should not be telling me this now of all times. Virgo King, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Because, like, dude, if I was dating someone and my partner and my boyfriend told another girl this, I would be so heartbroken. Like, if you think about it from the girlfriend, from Deb's POV, no fucking wonder Deb didn't like me. You are not giving her the assurance at all. She could probably sense this. I wasn't aware of it because I'm the object of the... But yeah, it was yeah. It's like you should not be saying this to me when you've been dating your girlfriend for 2 years. Not just that, but also like you know I like someone else, and also like we're besties. Like, are you saying that this whole time us being besties was like, was that a lie? Was that only because, did you only treat me that way? And did we only have a good time because like you wanted me to eventually one day fall in love with you? Like, I don't understand. Like, it made me question my friendship. And so that's why I'm saying, like, as sad as I am to lose this best friend, at the same time, there's a part of me that wonders, like, was I really his best friend, though? Like, did he really see me as a best friend? Because I saw him as a bestie, don't get me wrong. Like, was I his best friend, or was I his backup plan? Chad says, that's like if this doesn't work with anyone else, I still have this person who I know is single. They're acting like you're obligated to being single just for him and him alone. He has like manhwa main lead syndrome. Square says, I would think of it as a friendship that stays even when you got a relationship or married is a higher level of friendship. Good evening, Virgo King. Thank you for the follow once again. Welcome to the Tifa Fan, Virgo. How did you find the stream? Jed says, like, as painful as it is, if I was in this situation, I would have to tell my friends that we have to cut them off from there. Not because I don't want them to be friends anymore, but for the sake of their significant other brings some happiness, then be a free man. It was nice while it lasted, brother. Go be a man. Yeah. Aw, thank you, Skylar. Skylar said, well, she missed out on having a good friend. Facts. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Jiang says, it feels like he was trying to fish something out of you. Like, if a taken person feels the need to say that, yikes, right? Like, dude, don't even yikes as a friend. It's like yikes as a partner. Like, if I would, like, another reason why I would never date someone like that. Because, like, if this is the kind of shit you're pulling when you're in a relationship, how can I know that you're not going to do this to me? You know? Like, but, like, again, that's a totally different story because, like, that's like if he wasn't my best friend or whatever, that's how, you know what I mean? Jazz says, this feels akin to the random friend who all of a sudden comes out of nowhere when a marriage falls apart and then suddenly they admit to having feelings for you. Yeah, friendship status question mark. Lots of question marks. A lot of question marks. But yeah, it was interesting. He also oh my god, that scared me. What the heck, Sophie? Oh my gosh, girly pop, you can't be doing that. That literally terrified me. No. No, come here. No. Sleepy, come. Sleepy, come. No biting the wire. No biting the wire. No, no. But yeah, yeah, she's a gremlin. She's a little gremlin. I love her though. She's adorable. He also admitted. Remember how I said this best friend of mine was dating my best friend, my female best friend, when I met him? When I met him, I did ask him, like, when did you start having feelings for me? I hope it wasn't during the time when we were best friends, because I did wanted to clarify, like you saw me as a best friend, right? You didn't see me as like a romantic interest during our friendship. And then he told me he developed feelings for me when he was dating my best friend. And I was just like, dude, that's fucked up. That is messed up. Like you know that I was best friends with your girlfriend, right? How in the hell can you develop feelings for your girlfriend's best friend? And then I did talk to my other friends about this. I talked to my other besties about it, and I asked them, like, is he the asshole? You know, is he the asshole? But technically, even though he had feelings for me, he never acted on it. Like, he never acted on it. He never showed it. He still stayed loyal to my best friend and blah blah. And by the way, my best friend did end up cheating on him. So like, it's a whole shit show. It's one of the most dramatic stories I have in my life. But yeah, and by the way, this best friend of mine is no longer my best friend. Like the girl, the female best friend, she's fucked up in her own way. But yeah, she cheated, and I was just like, you know what? I don't want to get involved in this. But you are in the wrong for cheating. Okay? So yeah. So I did talk to my besties about it. Like I talked to Mako about it, I think. I talked to a couple people. I asked them, like, hey, is he the asshole? Like I know he had feelings, but he didn't act on it, and he never told me or showed that he liked me until way after, like years after he had broken up with my best friend at that time, right? And then my friends told me that he isn't the asshole. My friends actually told me, like, oh, you can't help how you feel, but you can because he didn't act on it, like, it's fine. He's not the asshole. Because like sometimes you can't help how you feel. Like, you know, you could be attracted to someone and like someone, but like you doesn't mean you act on it. You know what I mean? So they were saying, like, oh no, he's not the asshole. So because of that, I was just like, oh, it's fine, it's whatever then. Because like, again, I had no clue. I had absolutely, like, there's no way for me to know that this guy liked me, because he treated me like a normal person. Like, I didn't get any special treatment. I didn't get any like flirtation, none of that. And I'm pretty good at telling, like, I have intuition, okay? I'm not one of those dense female protagonists where it's like, oh, I don't know anything, huh? Nani? Oh my gosh, you like him? No, I'm not that stupid or naive. I could not tell with this guy. I could not tell at all that he liked me until he admitted it. So, yeah. Thank you for the lurk, Skylar. Suka says this is a dumpster fire of a story. Jiang says, I'm a firm believer in the concept of thoughts don't become real until said or acted upon, just so it makes it easier for me to read people and not be anxious and overthinking about things. So I don't know why people blurt things out that will have consequences later. I agree. So I don't have an issue with him having feelings for me, because I kind of agree, you can't help who you have feelings for. But the fact that you had feelings and you admitted it when you have a girlfriend is really messed up to me, especially when you know that like I don't feel that way towards you, and now our friendship is in jeopardy because well, how do you want me to respond? Like, this isn't. This isn't a Wattpad story where this isn't the Notebook where I'm just like, oh my gosh, I've always loved you too. Let's go behind your girlfriend's back. Like, no, I'm not that kind of girly pop. I don't think I would allow myself to fall for a taken guy. Like, there are guys I find interesting and cool, but not enough for me to develop a crush or to have feelings on, because like they're taken, and I would never like allow myself like that. There's like emotional boundaries and mental boundaries that you should have. Sophie, no. Huh? Huh? Good girl. Good girl. Good baby. Good baby. Here, bite. Just bite. Good girl. Yeah, yeah, why do I actually feel like you thought that? Probably, I don't know, but like, yeah, that, like, I don't think I would have allowed myself to fall for someone who is taken. Dude, don't even talk about falling for someone who's taken. I wouldn't even allow myself to fall for someone who doesn't like me back. You know what I mean? Like, I only allow myself to really like people that I feel like maybe I have a chance with, but there's only been like 2 occasions where I've had crushes on guys or people who I felt like I didn't have a chance with, and it made me miserable. I literally wanted to like die. You know what I mean? Like, it was the kind of crush. It wasn't like a crush where it's like, ooh, butterflies in my tummy. It was crush as in like, oh my gosh, someone sledgehammer me right now. Like, someone hit me with a sledgehammer because I feel like shit. I do not want to have feelings for someone who doesn't even realize I exist. Okay, don't even talk about exist. Someone who only sees me as a friend. Like, that's a terrible feeling to have. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Jet says, like, personally, I'll be impressed if they told you right, but they have restrained it properly. But the way he told you about it, it's like he waited for you to go, oh my gosh, you like me? I never knew you could like someone like me. I like you too. Most Wattpad romance. Yeah. Yeah. If he told me that while he was single, I think I would still have some respect for him, because it's like, oh, maybe like you couldn't keep it in anymore. Sophie, no. Good girl. No biting. No biting. Mommy's not into that. Okay, mommy don't like that. I like, I think I would still have a bit more respect if he confessed to me when he was single, but the fact that he confessed when he has a girlfriend is the messed up part, where it's just like, oh, this guy is not as loyal as I thought he would be. You know what I mean? Square says, someone hit me, I volunteer. Jiang says, I've never like had feelings for someone that I couldn't instantly shut down if I didn't feel like it would work out. Yeah, I do know that there's different kinds of people. There are people who love with their heart, and then there's people who love with their brain. When I was younger, I loved with my heart. Okay? I loved with my heart so much that I lost my heart pretty much because I gave it to so many people. Now, I'm older, I'm wiser, I love with my brain. Sometimes my heart will go pitter-patter for certain people, but then my brain will step in and will take the reins, and my brain will be like, beep boop, beep boop. Okay, system, like, we are shutting this down. Okay, we are exercising self-control and self-respect. Because I feel like it's not fair to have feelings for someone and then, like, not carry out. Like when I was younger, I would have feelings for people. I'll act on my feelings. We would date. And then a couple months later, we would break up. Because, like, the feelings ran out. And I realized, like, that's not love. Like, love is not a feeling. Love is not solely a feeling. Like, there's feelings involved in love. But if the feelings go away, that doesn't mean the love is not there. Love is a choice. It's a willful choice and action, which is why you kind of have to use your brain when it comes to love. My parents do not understand this yet, especially my mom. My mom is more, oh, my heart, blah, blah, my heart. No, that's not how it works. So yeah, it was not fair because when I was younger, when the feelings would run out, I would break up with them, and then it was terrible. It was terrible because like I hurt so many people that didn't need to be hurt. And it's not like I intentionally hurt them. It's not like I'm out to date you to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely would be in love with them for that period of time. And then I would just fall out of love. And then I wouldn't know how to love them when the feelings were gone. And I feel like that's where true love happens, where you love them even when the feelings are gone. And I would just end up hurting them because like I can't stay in the relationship because the feelings are gone. I didn't really know what love was. I didn't know what relationships were. So like yeah, it was bad. And now that I know better, it's like I don't want to bring someone that kind of pain. And then I again, this was something that was brought up in my argument with my mom. My mom said, why should it matter if you don't love them anymore if they love you and they're happy to love you? And I said, true love, like if I want to be a good person, a real person, and love someone, true love would have the integrity to not allow someone to love you one-sidedly. If I not even love romantically, if I have respect for you and I care for you as a person, as a human being, I would want you to receive the love you're giving. Because one-sided love and unrequited love is so painful. Like when you experience unrequited love, you know how painful it is, you know how bad it is. Like why would you want someone to experience that? Especially someone who loves you. If someone loves you and they like I don't know that like it was I told her that's really selfish. It is so selfish to receive, not to receive, but to continue to ask or receive or prompt love that you know that you cannot reciprocate. And like in other words, it's like leading someone on. Intentionally or unintentionally. You can unintentionally lead someone on, but that doesn't change the fact that you gave someone hope that they could be loved in a manner that you know you can't love them. Poor little Tifa, Jing says. Jet says, I've yet to form a crush, so this feels so foreign to me. Square says, this convo would definitely make a good animation, especially the beep boop part. Aww. Aww, thanks for saying that, Square. Jiang says, yes, exactly. I literally had the same experience and that's why I'm now like this. Love is a choice. You choose them every day. That's love. That's what I think anyways. I agree. I believe love is an action, is a choice, is a sacrifice. Jet says, and the random Sophie moments, I can't help it. My bubba girl. She's sleeping in her den now. So precious.
Anything. It's also their party.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a lot.
I agree. It feels
Okay,
like
we're gonna stop at this story. So once we're done with the Halloween story, we're gonna have to end the stream because I don't think I can stream the whole thing because I do have to sleep.
Test of control or ownership in some way. Not necessarily that she like wants to be with him, but in a sense, it's almost like he's mine. Let's see what happens when I throw in this wrench.
That seems pretty valid. I do think there's a lot of people out there like that, you know, who just live for that, like...
Just serving the ego.
Yeah.
Just wanting to prove to themselves. And it's weird, because, like, I have seen group costumes where there's a couple and a friend joining in a thing.
Totally.
It's pre-discussed.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
like if she wanted... If it was actually coming from a good place, that best friend would have...
My Wi-Fi. What happened?
Have asked, and she didn't.
Absolutely.
Lied.
No, there's a million scenarios where that's totally fine. But this is not one of them.
Yeah, and it's not like, oh, I had an extra pumpkin costume laying around.
Exactly.
Right? It's like, I'm
Very
going to buy
deliberate.
one. Yeah.
And going
Very
up and hugging the boyfriend and just like.
Hugo says, I'm
it's
surprised
just
that you were
like,
still at the
I
first
don't
store while I
like the
was
picture that's
out
in my
buying
mind of all
snacks.
that.
Yeah, I imagine this.
Why are you surprised?
So
Don't you
much
know
hair
I'm
looking so
super
red.
good at jumping topics? I don't know. I'm just
She
yap,
knows
yap, 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 yap. Xiang says, wow, how is stream so smooth when your YouTube started? I know, right? I don't understand.
Her Vine.
Wi-Fi
and
be
she's like,
weird.
okay.
All right. Update.
Oh!
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. There's an update. Oh, snap. Dude, my Wi-Fi. Why is my Wi-Fi? What? What the happened? What the happened to my Wi-Fi?
I wasn't expecting an
I wasn't either. Let's go.
Well, I have an update. I meant to post one a few months ago, but I really needed time to process the events that occurred after this whole ordeal.
What a mature thing to say.
But also
Yeah.
Continue.
I'm glad I waited though, because you all need to hear this one.
Oh, it's gonna be
Many people pointed
spicy.
out that my boyfriend must be sleeping with Agatha since she went absolutely bonkers for seemingly no reason. I thought since he immediately took my side and blocked her on everything that you were wrong. In hindsight, it is also a little...
No, don't tell me he cheated. Don't tell me. Jiang says, by the way, I just want to say this one thing before you end. I wonder if you'd agree.
In ways, it's
Yeah.
Love is real until you give up on it. Ooh. Ah, that slaps. Oh, that's so hard. Dude, that is so cold. That is a hard truth. That's... Oh, I'm so sorry, Sophie. I didn't mean to wake you up. I'm so sorry. Well, technically, I didn't wake you up. Jang woke you up. Okay? Jang spit some hard facts and... blame him. Or her. I don't know. I don't know their pronoun. I'm sorry. Don't go back to sleep. Don't go back to sleep. Good girl. She's going back to sleep. She went back to sleep. She's so good. She's so cute. She literally got up and left her bed because I was too loud. I agree. 100%. Can we quote that? Can we screenshot that and put that in the quotes in Discord? Can we have that in the banger quote section? That's so real. That is so real. I 100% love. I believe love always perseveres. I think one of my favorite ways to gauge if love is real or if love is true is if it follows 1 Corinthians 13. So if love is patient, if it's kind, if it's not envious, it's not boastful, it can celebrate your winnings, it is truthful but kind. Again, truthful, kind, patient, not holding grudges, always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. That's what love is to me. So that's part of the 1 Corinthians 13. Like if love is real, love doesn't give up. Even when it's hard. Even when it's easy to give up and it's like maybe even more beneficial for you to give up. But like I think there's a very small percentage of people in this world who are capable of real love. And I will honestly say I'm still learning what real love is. I 100% don't really know what real love is, and I don't have the capacity to give true real love, but I can give what I can give, which is I can give patient love, I can give kind love, I can give honest love, I can give non-grudging love, I guess. I'm still learning the dishonoring part and the trusting part, okay? The trusting part, hoping part, I'm still figuring that part out. But yeah, I think the beauty of relationships is that it grows you as a person. If there's one thing that I have no regrets about all the experience that I've had in my romantic relationships, or even relationships where it was romantic but I didn't date them, like example with the best friend, one thing I don't have any regrets on is they taught me, or they gave me experiences where I was allowed to love people. To love people and be loved too. I think you grow a lot as a person when you learn to love people, whether it be romantically or platonically. It reveals a lot of your character, and it also builds a lot of your character. And I think that's why I genuinely am so grateful for Sophie. As much as great as a distraction she is to my life, like to my job, to my streaming, to everything, like the amount of times I had to get up to make sure she's not eating something that is poisonous to her or whatever, and the amount of times I had to stop her from biting things she shouldn't be biting, despite all the inconveniences, like I am so grateful for her, because like she has really allowed me to learn to love her. She has given me, like basically she showed me that I'm not as patient as I think I am. I'm patient, but not as patient as I think I am, especially when it comes to violence or pain. I think I have a very low tolerance for violence. And so, but at the same time, like, despite moments where she is violent, like, I still love her a lot. I love her a lot, and I would give the world for her if I could, you know? Like, I want the best for her. I want her to be happy, and, sometimes giving them the world doesn't mean giving them everything they want. Because Sophie would love to eat her own shit, but I'm not gonna let her do that because that's not good for her. You know what I mean? I may not give her what she wants as a dog, but I give her what she needs, and I pray that one day she'll grow up and realize that like I have her best interest in her, and she will trust me. You know. But even if she doesn't come to that point where she realizes or understands or trusts me, like, I'm still gonna love her because, like, it's a choice. It's my choice to love her. I get to choose to love her, and it's such a privilege to love. Jiang says, I'm still learning to comprehend unconditional love, but it's just still so scary. Dude, I completely understand. I think in this world where so many things are conditional, so many relationships are conditional, you know, with boundaries and whatnot, I don't think having a conditional relationship is bad, but I think finding an unconditional love is very unnatural. It's almost miraculous to encounter unconditional love. Jed says, my perception of love is this. Love is not needed, it is wanted and given. It is a gift from God, an ordeal one must overcome, and through this ordeal you shall be rewarded for your merits and your faithfulness during your suffering, for you have always stayed true to yourself. Interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know if I would go as far to say that love is not a need. I think we all deserve love. I'm not even saying from a romantic standpoint, like love in its purest essence and form. We as human beings were created to love and be loved. We are objects of adoration and affection, actually. And unfortunately, because this world is so cruel and there's so many bad people and so many traumatic experiences that we've been through, a lot of people find it hard and difficult to believe that they are objects of affection and that they are capable of receiving unconditional love, and that they are worthy, or not even worthy, but they are offered unconditional love. And I think I'm still in that process of learning what unconditional love looks like and how that impacts my life. Because when you live from a position where you are unconditionally loved, it is so different from someone who lives as if they're an orphan, or as though they don't deserve love, or as if they need to earn love. When you meet people who have the core belief that they need to earn love versus meeting someone who understands that they are unconditionally loved, you'll realize their baseline and their foundation for everything in life is so radically different. And I genuinely believe that life begins when you fully understand just how unconditionally loved you are. Because then everything becomes less scary, less anxious, less fearful. Because, you know, yeah. Anyways, we really need to get to this update.
Yeah.
Fish said he's just like, yep, yeah, she's gone. Yeah, don't worry about it.
There was
like,
more, yeah.
can't sweep that pumpkin under the rug.
Oh God.
Well, it was me who was wrong.
Oh gosh. Primo, thank you for the hydrate. Thank you, Primo. Oh man, why is my YouTube so bad?
It turns out that Agatha and my boyfriend have been sleeping together for months.
Oh
And
my
they were
god.
just really good at hiding it.
Ew.
Until she decided that she didn't want to be his mistress anymore. I found
Oh
this out
my
when I was at his
gosh.
house and hanging out in his room. He was showering after a workout and I heard this vibrating noise. He had taken his phone and mine was right next to me, so I couldn't figure out what it was. I opened his bedside table drawer and found a second phone.
Oh.
My gut told me that something wasn't right. Why would he have a second phone?
It's just for dealing drugs, right?
Yeah. Maybe,
Yeah.
I would have
You know
preferred
what?
that.
Maybe he's doing crime.
Yeah.
It didn't take me long to guess his password, and my fears were confirmed. There was a missed call from Agatha. I looked through the messages and found out the truth. Not only had they been sleeping together, she recently found out that she was... Holy shit.
No.
She's
Not
pregnant.
only had they
She's
been sleeping
pregnant.
together, she recently found out that she was pregnant.
I knew it. Oh man.
My God.
This was the reason she pulled the stunt on Halloween.
I'm the mom pumpkin.
She was trying
Oh my gosh. Does this mean the friends
to force
covered up
his
for him
hand.
too? I don't know.
I also saw that he was messaging other girls as well. I was completely devastated. After his shower, he found me grabbing all of my belongings and putting them in my bag. He asked why I was leaving, and I told him because we were finished. I threw his phone on the bed, and he looked like he was going to vomit. He started pleading with me to hear him out, but I didn't want to hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna be real honest. I don't understand the mind of a cheater who doesn't like I don't understand. Like, okay, you cheated and then like you want to plead your way out of it. I don't understand how you can have the audacity. How do you have the audacity to want to be heard out when you've been cheating multiple times for a period of time? And by the way, cheating is intentional, you know? You cannot accidentally cheat. It is something that you willfully do. Like, there's no excuse for it. Jed says, I've actually been bamboozled. My face be like this. And I'm saying this from someone, as someone who, like, has accidentally... okay, like, not willfully cheated, but I've accidentally cheated because I didn't know we were... I thought we broke up already, okay? So, like... But, like, let's say if I didn't know... Like, I cannot wrap my head around, like, let's say I'm dating someone, and then, like, I am doing something behind my partner's back. I can't even cheat on a test. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even use my phone in class because, like, I would be so freaking nervous of being caught. I don't understand how people could cheat and feel and sleep at night. You know what I mean? Don't even sleep at night. Like, I don't understand how they could act normal. How could you act normal? Like I said, I can't even act normal if I'm pulling a prank on someone. You know what I mean? Like, I am so suspicious. Zuko said I accidentally got this girl pregnant. Oopsies. Like, no girl gets pregnant accidentally. Exactly.
He could He could have all of those other girls. I didn't want him anymore.
Yep.
He followed me out
That's
of the house
right, let's
shaking and
go.
crying. He even followed me all the way
We fell down some stairs and my pants suddenly unzipped and my dick fell out and it suddenly and her panties fell off and somehow it went in. I don't get it. Screw cheaters. I hate cheaters with a passion, Jet says.
out to my car trying to block my path. I went over the grass around him and didn't look back. He sent me a long message about how he never wanted to hurt me, that he wanted me back, and how he was using his work phone to text all of these women so I wouldn't find out. That was really helpful.
I didn't want to hurt you. I just wanted to keep a secret from you. Cheat on you and get someone pregnant.
I sent his boss a nice little message about how company property was being misused. I saw on LinkedIn he no longer works for that company anymore.
Let's go.
He is blocked on everything now. I hope he and Agatha have a magical life with their baby. Oh, I heard through the grapevine that he got one of the other women pregnant too.
Oh.
This guy.
I'm glad I dodged that bullet.
Yeah.
As for me, I am currently in therapy working on my trust issues and learning how to love myself again after this situation. I've been putting myself out there again and have cut contact with anyone who knew what was happening behind my back.
Wow.
But I love this girl. I don't know who this OP is, but she has some good boundaries for herself. Good on her. Good on her.
That really shifts so much of this. Like,
Yeah.
this guy is awful. Like,
Dude, I went from like shitting on the girl best friend. Girl best friend? Okay. You're not anti-girl. You were just pregnant. Okay? You were just actual pumpkin. All right.
And it's just like all of that is toxic.
oh,
like
Yeah.
forcing his hand, him cheating in the first place, and her being called the girl best friend. It's like that is so so messed up and like
it's
evil.
really messed up. And I wonder if Agatha even knows about the other women.
Yeah, no.
Right?
I love that
Yeah,
he was
this
literally
woman's
crying,
strong.
shaking, throwing up as she
Jiang
was
says the
walking out
greed
the
is like
house.
I'm
unthankable for
hurting
me.
so much right now, babe.
It's like, how do they not have shame or guilt? Mostly shame. Like, won't you be ashamed when you get caught?
God.
I'll never understand. I just can't comprehend it, and I can't comprehend once you've been caught to be like, no. Like we can make this
I
work.
can
I'm like,
explain.
explain what, man?
yeah.
Oh, I cannot believe.
He's like, so I had a lot of trauma in my life, and this is the way that I hurt other people.
Right. Oh my
That's
Oh.
it, babe.
Dude, that went so much worse than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, okay, maybe no. I was like, no, they're not sleeping together. Nothing happened, but maybe there's feelings, or
Maybe she's
Yeah.
tried before.
maybe she has feelings for him. But for it to go that way,
Yeah, no, she clearly dodged a bullet. The bullet being his seed, because he just be getting people pregnant and
Yeah.
that are not his partner. That's crazy to me. And yeah, I agree. It is so strange when the cheater goes, no, wait, I want to fix this. I want to make, like, no, you only want to fix it now because you've been caught. You
Yeah.
were doing this and at a crazy level.
And
Yeah,
like
dude.
crying like he's hurt by it.
Yeah, like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Actually, if you think about it, I'm the victim here in a way. Wow,
Wow.
that's crazy.
We have not been given much gray area to work with.
No, this is
no,
pretty
these
cut
are
and
some
dry.
villains. No, villains.
I just want like lots of comments on this video. I'm like, nope, that guy was in the right, bro.
Yeah,
Actually, if you
bro.
think about it,
He's just such a strong seed. He must keep sending his
Sigma
seed.
behavior.
the stories that always blow my mind are the ones where you start off and you have a villain,
Yeah.
and then another villain comes in.
Oh yeah.
So much
The
bigger.
final boss.
Yeah, truly. Like that. It's like, okay, damn.
That's so sad. And like, I wonder if the friends who were defending the girl best friend knew what was going on.
Probably not.
Maybe though, 'cause
Or
she
maybe-
said I cut out everyone who knew, implying that there were more people around her that
Messed
she
up.
cut out.
That
Mess.
So it's hard to
sucks.
know.
That sucks. Dude.
I'm like almost crying because that was such a
It's devastating.
disgusting situation.
Yeah, it's like freaking nightmare.
Oof. Yeah, I mean, it's horrible that she showed up in the pumpkin costume, but it needed to happen
was a
for
blessing.
all this to unfold, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'll look back and be like, all right, because I wonder how long it would have gone otherwise.
Yeah.
Imagine
Although-
if she just let it happen. Imagine she's like, okay, yeah, you can wear the costume and stay here. Like, what would have been the next situation, you know?
Right.
Well, she would have. The pregnancy.
She would have
Yeah.
started showing.
At a
right?
certain
Yeah.
point, it'd be like, all right, so what's going on
Oh my
here?
god.
Yeah.
No, that was going to happen soon, I think. regardless.
I wonder where people like that end up. Like, I want the update 10 years from now.
Yeah, of like the pumpkin girl and
Yep.
of boyfriends.
Tune into Reddit story number 7,000 in the year 2034.
Love
Get
it.
that update.
We'll find out.
Yeah, he has a strong seed. She has strong pumpkin seeds. Maybe they're meant to be anyway.
Gross.
Yeah, I feel gross hearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
I
gross.
feel pretty bad.
Yeah.
Strong seed is bad. I don't like
It's
that.
such a weird phrase. A strong seed.
It's like a line from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Literally.
Okay, next story, and I think this one's gonna be a little more positive.
Okay, as much as I would love to end on a positive note. Sorry, I wasn't talking. I think I was talking off mic, but because my PNG tuber detects sound, it moves when they hear the sound. Izuku says, how could they not think things true? I'm pretty dumb, but I like to think I'm not that dumb. Jess says, and now those children are screwed. Jiang says, also I hate the girl best friend because sure, she's pregnant, but she didn't get pregnant out of nowhere. True! Actually, true! She's also a cheat. She's a mistress. She's a cheat. She's not a girl's girl. She's still anti-girl then, basically. I actually don't agree with that, Zuko. I don't think cheaters will always be cheaters. I believe that people are capable of change. And I actually know a lovely girl. I do know a girl who cheated on someone, and she was so remorseful. And she was so remorseful, and she was so, like, again, I'm not saying like what she did is valid, right? Like cheating is cheating. You deal with the consequences, but like I'm not gonna condemn her to hell because she did change. Like she did change for the better. I think she was so remorseful. She she became depressed and stuff, and she thought that like she wasn't ever worthy of love, you know, because of what she did. And that guilt and shame haunted her for so long. Longer than it needed to, honestly, but it also prevented her from ever doing it again. And I truly believe like she's so sweet and that she would never cheat ever again. So I don't actually agree with cheaters will always be cheaters. I don't agree with that. I think that's it's very critical and it's very judgmental to claim that if not even if I don't know the person, but also like to deem someone as unsavable or unsalvageable is a very cruel thing to believe, because everyone deserves redemption. Maybe not. No, I don't think I can redeem them. Okay, but everyone deserves redemption or second chance from God. You know, like by God. When it comes to people, it's like case by case, depending on your capacity for forgiveness, I guess. Jed says, not gonna lie, these type of stuff really make my heart ache physically. I can't even imagine it actually happening to me or someone close to me. In the end, it's up to the eyes of the beholder to see if one is redeemable or not in their eyes. Exactly. But I think to immediately claim that someone is unredeemable solely because they cheated is very harsh. It's a very harsh judgment to make, you know. That's like saying like, oh, you cheated on the test, you must cheat on all tests. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... That may seem like a small scale and a different topic, but it's like, it's pretty much the same, you know. Because, yeah, maybe this person is a cheater in this phase. I'm not justifying cheating, by the way. I think cheating is still wrong. Cheating is still bad. But there's a lot of things that push people to cheat. A lot of it is like they need to work on themselves, honestly. A lot of people who cheat need therapy. A lot of them need to work through cowardice. They need to develop guilt and shame, honestly. They need to work through childhood trauma. Or abuse or whatever, because like, or narcissism, you know, sometimes it's narcissism as well. Like, there's a lot of reasons why people cheat. Okay, Jiang says, yeah, I agree, a cheater can change, but if I see a cheater that's one strike you're out type of deal. Actions still got consequences, but I hope the best for their life. Same. I don't like. I would like to believe that I've come to a point in my life where I would not go back to a cheater. In the past, no. In the past, I have redated a cheater before. But now that I'm older and I have more respect for myself, I'm learning what real love looks like. Real love won't make excuses and wouldn't do something that nasty or that not even nasty, that cruel to me, you know. Jed says my mind is like half legal logic and culturally faith logic. Like in legal logic, even if accident, you will still get punished. But if cultural faith logic, I would think one can redeem oneself. I personally don't. Okay, I'm speaking from a perspective of faith, right? I don't think you can redeem yourself. I think the only person that can redeem you is God. And in order for you to reach a point where you are redeemable, you need to come to a point of repentance before the Lord. And the Lord, with His power and His grace, He gives you a heart that is able to be redeemable. I genuinely believe, you can disagree with me on this. I genuinely believe that it is not easy or not even easy. I would say it's almost a miracle to change yourself to that degree. Like, to a degree where you are redeemable, okay? You need to really go through like a hardcore character arc or God moment to come to a point where you are redeemable by yourself, or you come to a point where you even want to be redeemed, you know? Because most people who do unredeemable things or actions either don't feel any remorse and don't feel repentant, or they are so remorseful and so repentant that they have no hope for themselves. I don't think I've seen a healthy in between without God. You know, it's always been like, they're all like, usually the pattern I see is they've done something bad, they become super repentant, they come to God, and God brings them to a point where they are redeemable. Jiang says, even though I'm not a Christian, their way of thinking, even though it's from faith, you can't lie to God because you can't lie to yourself. It makes so much sense when you think about it. Right? Yeah. And if you are lying to yourself, you're not redeemable. I'm so sorry. Like, you are still escaping, you're still trying to escape or reason with reality or the pain that you've caused to people or whatever, you know? Like, and that in itself makes your actions unredeemable because you're making excuses to lie to yourself or to cope with what you've done. And I think this is the case for cheaters, usually. Not all cheaters, but most cheaters don't feel guilt or remorse. And if they do feel guilt or remorse, they're very capable of reasoning it out, which is why they can plead their case. Oh, it's so nasty though. I hate it. Hi Alvin, welcome to the stream. I think I will end here. I think this is a good time to end. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a hot minute since we last caught up and did just a proper just chatting stream without me trying to teach Sophie shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. It was so nice to meet y'all and to hear your thoughts. I actually received so many awesome insight. Like, I love... there are so many moments that I just enjoyed in tonight's stream. Like Zuko and Dave vibing with Dave's puns that came out of nowhere. Jiang, your one banger insight. Oh my gosh, you're so deep. And Square? Square says some shit that made me like, oh my god, it's kind of funny. Anyways, yeah, thank you guys, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Alvin says I'll probably make your Sims tomorrow. Thank you, thank you. Jazz says thanks for the stream, Tiff, Sophie. Be a good little pup. Don't eat everything around you. She's asleep now. She's a little baby. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna be like Sophie. We're gonna raid someone, okay? I will ship you guys off to someone. And I will see you guys next Monday. GMT plus 8 at 8:30. Once again, I always stream around this time. So if you're new to my stream and you want to know when to catch me, I stream every Monday. GMT plus 8:30. GMT plus 8 at 8:30 p.m. If I don't stream on Monday, I normally make an announcement on Discord. So if you want to be plugged in with the announcements, you can follow me on Twitter or Discord. I usually leave announcements there. If things are chill on Saturday, you might get a surprise stream on Saturday, but I make no promises because I do actually have plans on Saturday. So I will ship you guys to Hiyumi. Hiyumi now. Our little magical girl. Our healer. She's our D&D healer. Thank you guys, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. Okay? Oyasumi! Minasan, oyasumi. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi nasai. Oh, Mira Jane, thank you for tuning in. I'm ending now though. Oh dear, I'm too late. Have a good day or night or morning wherever you are. Thank you for tuning in. Good Nini. Good night, night, nights.